and we are streaming.
Sorry, Radar.
I'm also going to record. Oh crap. Oh man, it is just you and I. Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Hopefully everything's all good to go on Twitch, and hopefully we are live on Bluebox. I cannot see Bluebox at the moment as my Discord is up. So hello everyone and welcome to yet again another beautiful episode and week of the lovely world we call Earth. Here we have ourselves with I am Debean, Antiquitous, whatever that 1B person is, DMD Bat is coming in, and then Praetorian may not be able to actually join us due to his work being a big old poo-poo head. Let's see if we are live on Bluebox.
We're on a starting soon screen.
Good. That is what I wanted. I know it only says Bluebox, everyone, but I promise it is for... Or I know it says NPCVoices, but I promise it is for Bluebox. I swear. You guys are the best. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here and being sexy little beans. Hey! There's DM Dingbat, the most glorious and gorgeous person. Other than Antiquitous. Sorry.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What about... Never mind. I'm not even going to talk about our deal earlier.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys can hear me.
We can hear you. You're seen and heard.
Sweet.
We're only 4 minutes in. I'm going to give it another like 2 minutes in hopes to hear from Praetorian and hopes he's actually able to make it. I'm not sure if he will be though, due to... Oh, yeah. Just now getting out of work. Not going to make it. Aww.
Oh, big sad face.
Everyone, yeah, and he's got such a adorable sad face. I feel so bad for him. Everyone send much love to Praetorian, Praetorian, for not being able to have him in game. So instead, we're just going to go ahead and jump to our scene screen. So hello, everyone, in 3, 2, and 1. Hello everyone. I know it's not a very pretty screen, but hello and welcome to Bluebox RPG, where you have the DM me as Joshua Blake, a voice actor based in Los Angeles. I'm here to run a one-shot as we are currently on our break from our Book 3 campaign of GHA, where I get to play a quarter giant druid known as Zephatok. So join us for that fun insanity and most likely TPK next week, as John loves to kill characters and players. But that's about all I got for myself, and I'll introduce the one-shot in just a second. Let me turn down this music a little bit so it's not too loud for the viewers. There we go. And we're going to go in the round that we have here currently, being first off, let me actually... pull that out a bit. First off, we're gonna have the one amazing, glorious Beanie Weenie. The Weenie.
Hi. I don't. What are we introducing? What we're playing?
Whatever.
Who we are?
Either what you're playing, who you are, how long. Actually, how long you've been watching Bluebox. I think that would be lovely.
I forget where my sub count is. Follow age. Let's find out, because it's so easy. Go. Nope. Too long. Couple years, I think now. It's getting up there. But I'm the Bean, aka Tracy, playing a out of my comfort zone. Excited to play a dwarf paladin today. So.
Heck yes, which Tracy already knows, as I am John Jr. The Paladin is my favorite 5e class by far. So much fun to play and really enjoy how overpowered and monstrous they are. Next up, let's actually jump over to the sexy one, Antiquitous.
This guy? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, my name is Alex Antiquitous. I'm going to be playing Armand La Sabreur. He is a fighter duelist from a southern region outside of the domain of Josh's realm here. domain of the realm. Okay. Otherwise, as far as watching Bluebox, I've been watching ever since the upside down times of COVID. It was a great release during that time to actually flip on Twitch and be able to watch these in the evening, and I'm an introvert, so I had a... Unlike a lot of people who suffered, I had a good time during COVID. So Sorry for the rest of you, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed that time.
Sorry for all those other people. I mean, I had a good time watching some nerds. No, like that's when I started as well. It was John that kind of brought me onto his channel and got me streaming. So thank you, John, and thank you, Alex of Antiquitous, or Armand Le Brewer, as we say it in America. Next up, if we could please jump down to DM Dingbat.
What's up, everybody? Man, holy cow! How long has it been since I've been hanging around this crew? A couple of years, I think, at least.
Gross.
Yeah, about 2 years. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing a Jandar. He's a ranger that Josh threw at me in a build that I've never played before, so it'll be fun.
Heck,
I'm excited, man.
yes.
Excited.
You're playing the Swarm Keeper, correct?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
So we'll see what kind of creepy crawlies we throw.
Exactly. I was like, I cannot
crawling
wait,
out of
'cause
me, I
I
guess.
tried to give a little bit of personal flair to the characters. Leave that to you guys for what you wanted to fill in the cracks. Wink wonk.
Yep.
So glad to hear
man.
that. Last,
excited.
but certainly least, Honeybee Crafter.
How dare you? I'm a Honeybee Crafter, or Danny, depending on how well we know each other. I've been around Blue Box, I think, since COVID times as well. I remember I was in Italy at the time, painting miniatures at 2 o'clock in the morning, listening to Blue Box, because why not? And time differences. And today I'm playing Lightfoot Halfling Baroness Kumalu Dandelions, because why change such an awesome name? So, anyways.
That was the name that came with it?
Yeah, you gave me the sheet.
I did a character generator. I did not fill in the name, so that's incredible.
Yeah.
That is what was named.
Yeah.
Wow.
At least you can pronounce your name.
Yeah, what could you please
well, that's
try
the way
and
I'm
pronounce?
choosing to pronounce this, because it's spelled very interestingly.
Hey, they ran out of usernames. Okay.
Yes, they did.
How do you pronounce your name, Bean?
Looks like I am Cindy Tamian.
You have to say it with that many question marks as well. Simi, Denny.
Oh yeah, my name is Sydney Tamianthi. Oh, there's an extra I in there, but you know what? What's an I between friends?
Okay. Well, I've got nothing else to share other than everyone please click that follow, and if you've lost your subscription and you have Amazon Prime, go and get that free subscription, or if you just want to throw a few dollars upon John's booty, go and hit subscribe on that as well. Hopefully you'll be able to make it to BBC Blue Box Con. Or BBC X, I think it's called, John. BBC XXX. I can't remember. It's one of those three. But we are super excited to have you guys in, and I'm super excited to run this one-shot for these super wonderful individuals that are here and always been a great part of the community. So thank you for being here.
For those who are about to die, I salute you.
There are many players like them.
It's coming.
But these players are mine.
Yes.
Okay. Let me turn this up a little bit more again. Welcome to my one-shot, our one-shot, known as The Delivery. We witness our wonderful wandering party just exiting the Bronze Warbler. An inn on the roadside upon a small grassy hill, the owner of the Warbler being a plump man by the name of Archibald, but goes by Archie, and his even plumper wife, Henrietta, who goes by Hen. Both Hen and Archie at the door wishing you well upon your travels. You noticed the night before that there weren't too many travelers in the inn. Archie, being the kind-hearted man that he was, seeing the new faces and being the custom of the Holy Empire of Sedona, where you are, brought a warm smile and warm food to your ragged and worn-out party. The air of the room upon entering was dull and almost sullen. However, upon your arrival, the room's energy began to change, like oil to water. As you were sat, Given a key to 2 rooms and the warm food before you, the tavern owner, Archie, the prior mentioned Archibald, asked a favor. Well, more of a barter of services. He would give you a room and board for the night if you would share stories of your travels. He begins to tell you as he sits before your table, all 4 of you laid out in your different stews and salted meats, a few nice boiled potatoes on the side, soft and break under your knife's cut. He sits upon a stool just like yours at the round wooden table and begins to say, "Well, I tried to offer the same to another traveler earlier, but the poor courier was exhausted from the day's ride and went straight to his bed. It's been just dreadful these past months. Something has got the Fae up in the tizzy. Wagons have been stopped and destroyed, merchants taken for all they're good for. The roads become nigh unusable. The bards have stopped coming, and if it weren't for them good folks of the village, we wouldn't have the foods to feed you. So, the grand bronze warbler is now no more than that of a copper titmouse." He says this final sentence with a sigh and places a hand on the nearest support beam as if consoling a dear friend. As he places this proposition before the party, would you rather rest your weary heads and go to your rooms for the night and get a nice long night's sleep? Or do you choose to share stories of your travels within the Holy Empire? What do you decide?
Well, I have always depended upon the kindness of strangers, and in such, I feel it is our duty to share our tales with this man.
Now, do we tell him about that last village we were in with the weird people and dancing in the streets, or?
Oh, yes. That was dreadful. Oh my goodness. They were the strangest people you ever met, doing some festival to the sun or something like that, and dancing in circles and flowers everywhere. It was like they were trying to elevate their status, but failing to do so. It was very strange.
I find these northern customs entertaining.
And last but not least, Archie looks towards you, Jandar.
You'd see that Jandar has his cloak pulled up, covering most of his head with some gray, long tendrils of hair, almost dreadlock looking, hanging down. A couple of them just brushing the top of his soup as he's kind of staring at that, not really paying much attention. Looking up, he's kind of started a little bit of what's the conversation, and says, "Yeah, we can talk about whatever. This is all new to me, but this is some fine fare. I haven't had much like this before." See, smiling across the table.
As you all, whether hesitantly or fully agree to Archie's proposition, you see Hen in the background get a big smile up to her bright, almost tomato rosy cheeks as she begins to wipe down the bar quicker and runs into the back room. Archie stands up and claps you on the back, Jandar, almost shoving you forward with the size of this man. And he says, "Wonderful! Thank you very much. I will be right back." As you begin to see the different other people already in the tavern kind of staring at you guys with less of an air of that which was sullen prior to more of that which is interested and wondering what is to come, like children preparing in line for a festival or a carnival coming forward. Archie steps outside the door and yells over to the boy that ended up taking the pony that comes with your party, carrying your belongings and supplies. You recognize as the boy's name is Pad, as he yells, "Oi, Pad! Come here, boy! Now be a good lad and run to the village. These folks have agreed to share their travels through the Empire with us. Let the village know as Archie looks back with that of a perplexed glance at you all as he leans back in the doorway. I never quite got your group's name. What is it? As he looks at you, Armand.
We prefer to remain anonymous. We have had, let us say, some ill happenings in the past with certain groups, so we would best like to keep it that way.
He leans out the doorway and then kind of slowly leans back in. Should we be worried?
I'm gonna lean over to my dwarf friend and be like, are they expecting us to put on a play or something?
I don't know, but I can see what we can do. You'll see that one of the long dreadlocks that begins actually moving slightly as pieces begin to drop off onto the table, and you see 5 to 6 large praying mantises begin standing up, walking around the edge, kind of along the edge of the bowl, just kind of circling the edge of the bowl. As he scoops them up into his hand and reaches out, and they begin kind of just dancing around, just as pretty much. As he's watching, he's more focused on himself and what's right in front of him, kind of catching, yeah, sure, whatever. He's in his own little world, playing with his little dancing, praying mantises at the table.
Cool.
I'm gonna turn back to Archie and be like, not unless they're afraid of bugs.
Good to know.
Archie, I thought of something. You may refer to us as Les Canards Perdus.
Just absolute blank stare. Canards.
Les Canards Perdus.
Le Canards?
It never mind, Archie, in your tongue it means the lost ducks.
The lost ducks. All right. As he leans back out the door, go tell them Anonymous is here.
Thank you, Archie. That is less insulting.
As
The anonymous
Pat,
ducks.
the young boy, kind of padding back and forth on his feet. It's like, okay. As he runs down the road where you guys saw this in getting towards the evening, where more lights were starting to be lit down towards what looked to be a village.
It's lit.
You all are left to your own devices for the next little bit as Archie goes to help his wife with cleaning up more of the silverware and more mugs for the amount of people that will be coming. You all know that very similar to the olden days of our own world, when there weren't bards coming around, like he said, or traveling troops that villages couldn't really pay for, there were storytellers, and many times the village could run out of stories and are always looking for new ones. So, no, you do not have to put on a play, but you will have to be telling me stories.
Somebody play music, hurry.
Well, do we tell them about the time we were walking down the trail and a bunny jumped across? Because it's kind of not been super exciting so far. We just traveling together because, we have a good time.
Oh, never let the truth get in the way of a good story. Let's come up with something. Surely there's an ogre or an orc somewhere around here that we can pretend to have run into.
Maybe the bunny was actually an ogre, but it had been shrunk. And maybe we tried to save the ogre bunny.
Okay.
That's a new creature being made, the ogre bunny.
The ogre bunny. Similar to a jackalope, I think. I've heard something like that.
Yeah. There was
Mike Disney, get on that one.
Mike Disney, come on, bro.
Ogre bunny.
Yeah, or the were-rabbit from Walls and
It's
Gromit.
true. Ogre Bunny, I've seen this.
Yes.
Ogre bunny.
Ogre bunny.
Ogre bunny.
Okay, you guys are left to
Okay.
your own devices for the next. Oh, I have too many messages. What the freak?
The ogre bunny
I
rises.
will have been in distress, having never seen one before, and Armand and Jandar and Sleeny.
It was a talking ogre bunny, and he ran up to us and he was like, "Help, help, my family."
And we said, of course, we will rescue your family.
You guys can come up with the tale. I'll add the theatrics at the end. You see his cloak come off as he kind of pulls this raggedy looking brown and green mottled cloak. As he does, there's like writhing movement underneath it as he pulls it off, and the movement kind of goes with it as he sets it on the edge of the table. And as he's listening to your description, you see it kind of, he's kind of moves his hand over it, and it begins kind of forming the shape of a were bunny or this ogre bunny looking nasty thing, and it's moving kind of on its own accord.
After about once you guys have pretty much almost finished your meals, you're getting towards the end of it. Another ale is given to each of you. It's not a great ale, but it's ale. it's better than the dirty water.
I would never drink dirty water, but all right.
That's your group's new name, Dirty Water. Little
Better than the muddy water.
Le dirty water.
Le dirty water.
Dirty water.
Little by little, folks come in. Each of them, like Archie, greet you with a warm smile. Some shake your hands, as well as the flurry of names and occupations make your heads dizzy. Till the tavern is full of men, women, and children, all squished in. Once your meals are finished, your belly's filled to bursting after just seconds, thirds, however much you can eat is filled. You are sat in front of the fireplace, your backs taking in the warmth of the flame, and all the candles of the tavern upon tables are lit to be able to alight the place to let you see the faces of those around you. The door is kept open for those outside to be able to listen in as well. As little by little, the murmuring comes to a quiet as Archie yells from the counter that it is time to begin. So who amongst you four are going to tell the first story? Okay, Danny.
Never one to shirk her duties to her people. Baroness comes forward and says, gather round, as you already have. Will I tell you the tale of the mysterious and dreadful ogre bunny that we encountered on our way here?
Hear some clicking of some sort of insect things around that have kind of moved their way around the room, and so you're hearing kind of echoing around this group as you're beginning to start telling this story.
There may be plays around showing you our story as we go. Don't squish the bugs, they're with us. So, on our way here, we were traveling along very normally, nothing very exciting going. You know how it is when nothing's going on. And we were traveling along the path, and all of a sudden, this strange creature pops out from behind a bush and starts crying out, help, help my family! And we, of course, were like, what's going on? How can we help you? But we noticed that there's something very strange. This isn't your typical woodland creature. This is a rabbit with ogreish features, almost an ogre rabbit, if you will. It's got very strange teeth. It's missing patches of hair. Its ears are, instead of flat behind it, are out to the side slightly. And it's very strange, a little, upsetting. You're a little confused by it. But we're moved by its story of needing help for its family. And so being, the adventurers that we are, we said, of course we'll help you. And the ogre bunny thing offered to show us where its family had been captured by this witch. And so we, against all good sense, left the path and continued into the woods, unmarked, didn't know where we were going, until we came upon this strange scene. And it was this cave with a light flickering in it, and we could hear some strange drumming noises inside. And as we're sitting there, talking about the best way to approach this cave, because we can only see one way in, and you never go one way in to a situation that you're not familiar with, all of a sudden, we realized we didn't see the ogre bunny in front of us anymore. And we're very confused, and we're looking around, and the bugs were clicking and trying to tell us something, but we couldn't hear anything over this confounding drumming. And all of a sudden, you know, being of short stature myself, a sudden push from behind, and I was shoved into the cave by the ogre bunny, and I was in distress. It was horrible. Things were grabbing at me, and I couldn't see anything, and this drumming kept going and going and going. And eventually we discovered the ogre bunny wasn't in trouble at all. It was a trap. And as our group continued into the cave, trying to find me, I was being pulled along by these horrid little creatures. There was tons of them everywhere. It felt like 100 of them. Probably not 100, but it felt like 100 of them. And they were grabbing at us and holding us and trying to restrain us. And, you know, they're very short themselves, being ogre bunnies. But I'm not that large either. And so I called out to Jandar and Armand and Sini for help. I was like, please help me. I don't know what's happening. They've got me. They've got me. And we ended up getting into the battle of our lives. They were swarming us. It's not that they were hard to defeat, it's that there was so many of them. And so we were fighting for our lives, and Sini was swinging her powerful hammer and doing an amazing job just knocking swaths of them out of the way. But they kept coming back. It's like they had a second life or something. And they were bouncing off the walls and coming, and it was chaos. But eventually, we were able to break free, and there was just bodies everywhere, and it was horrifying. And eventually, we discovered that it was all this horrible shared vision brought on by some terrible mushrooms we'd had the night before. And we woke up in this cave off the path, and it was very, very strange. There was carrots over here, and an upturned pot over there, and a very unfortunate rabbit that did look somewhat ogreish by the time we were done with it. But at least we came to our senses finally, and we learned, do not eat the purple mushrooms in the forest on the way here.
That would explain why I do not remember this story.
Oh, but even in our shared hallucination, we were together. And we were
fierce
for each other, and we were loyal and gallant, and we were going to save that crazy little ogre bunny, but mushrooms got the best of us.
Yeah,
Kids, don't eat the purple mushrooms.
Don't eat the purple mushrooms.
If there was a aisle at all down between where any of these people are, the bugs that have been kind of clicking and just making an overall noise begin to focus into one spot at the rear of them, where the people are behind everybody watching us. And you hear getting louder and louder as it forms up into the cloak and begins running down through the middle of them right towards where we are standing. It's like a form of this thing being filled with bugs, and it's running right down towards where we're standing on the stage.
Jandar, what are your little buggy buddies doing? I don't.
He points at, it's the bunny, and throws his hands up.
Make first, I need a performance check from Baroness, and then I also need a persuasion or deception check from you, Jandar.
Oof,
Nat
they're
20.
both
Nat
they both suck.
20?
Here we go.
I can show you if you need.
No.
Now I remember the mushrooms.
What'd you get, Jandar? Jandar,
Starting off the night.
my baby, where are you? You're muted. Jandar, my love.
Oh, Jandar. Look of PC confusion. Literally.
Jandar, you're muted. There you go.
Sorry, dude. I switched screens and everything went out, so I didn't hear anything after I rolled. So
We
sorry.
saw you looking from area
God.
screen to area. Like,
He's having
It
a
was
vision.
the bugs. It was the bugs.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. What'd you get for your persuasion or deception?
11. Sorry.
11. Okay, that's not horrible. Yeah, no, you So between the story that at first I was so ready to treat like crap, that nat 20, like everyone just applauds through it.
Yes.
And then as it's starting to die down, the clicking begins to rise behind, and people are looking around in excitement, looking for the bugs again to see their little dance and portrays of this action. As they don't see them, you then yell, "The bunny!" And multiple people just scream. A man hops into what looks like his fiance's arms as these bugs just come pouring down the center looking like a bunny. Everyone moves out of the center because there was no center to begin with. But now from this yell and point, there's a huge crowd that moves, people screaming, yelling, stomping on one another's feet as they move out of the way. And then as they see the bugs, there's the laugh, the giggles, the kids laughing at their parents as one little toddler runs after the just horde of mantises as her mom goes, "No!" as scoops up the baby back into her arms.
They fly forward and reattach, swirling or swarming around my head before forming, and then almost like hair and tendrils of dreadlocks of these things, and then pulls my hood back up on.
Archie calls out, "Well, isn't that just wonderful?" As everyone like claps again now as they're kind of getting resettled and they're seated in standing positions. A few people are nervously laughing like, "Yeah, I knew that was a joke." As Archie then calls out, "You, Chandar, how do you do that? With the little bugs, is it sorcery?"
It's just a part of who I am, and you'll see as he kind of opens up an under kind of a cloak that opens up. He's got small, like almost like little wooden cages that he's crafted that have other little moving things inside of them attached onto like a bandolier across his chest and a few on his waist that have different types of creatures. He pulls one off and says, "It's not just these are just the friends that I've had forever. I make new friends, and I have these ones." Holds up and you see a small, almost looks like a piece of wood that begins moving, a small little twig blight that I reaches up. "Do you want to see him?"
Like the audience is kind of quiet, and a kid goes, "Yeah,
Chandar, do the thing. Do that thing.
do the roar!"
Okay, sure. He pops it open, and as this one little twig blight jumps up onto the edge, you see him kind of toss his hand forward, and all of the mantises that were hanging fall, and as they hit the ground, a horde of small little twig blights begin running around the stage, just kind of running around. It's like he's laughing and just, "You see, I knew friends."
People are laughing and applauding. What are you having the twig blights do?
Right now, I'd say they are the one little kid that we yelled yes.
Yeah.
They are definitely running towards him and starting to crawl up onto him, running around his shoulders and just jumping around on him, trying to freak his mother out.
Oh yeah, his mother's like, "No, no, no!" And it's like she's trying to like push the bugs off, but they're too deft for her. They like hop over her like it's a carnival on this kid. And
He says they're friendly. It's okay.
Oh, they are. They're fine.
the kid's enjoying it. One of the mantises like hops on his tongue. He's like, "Oh!" And it
Jumper
hops
the
off.
twig poop. You don't want to eat that, little boy. You don't want to eat the little twig poops.
Yeah, don't eat them. Don't eat them.
Not good.
As everyone's moving, shifting, trying to get a look at the kid, and everyone's laughing and applauding. Jandar, I would like you to make a performance check as well. I will give you +3 to this with everything that you've described. Your sweet, sultry mouth is muted again.
Sorry.
So disturbing.
But thanks for the, that.
That
Plus, sorry, what was it? A performance?
performance.
They're both -1. So,
Oh,
you're
get
giving me a
plus-
+3,
you get
so
+3,
+2?
yeah, so +2.
12.
12. Hey, This is middle of nowhere village. They are impressed. They are just so excited about the little hopping mantises. The mother's given up at this point and just kind of curled up as far as she can in this sardine pack space, just staring at her child being overtaken by mummy, just beetles.
Yep, I could put enough on the kid to almost lift him up slightly and begin walking with him, just kind of moving him around as well.
All right, in the final performance, Cini?
Zini?
Yeah, you're like, yeah, totally, I know.
You know what name? It's just Zini. Zini sounds a little bit.
Yeah. Cini or Armand, who's taking this final story? Or performance?
I would be happy to tell a tale. In the bustling streets of Greyhawk's might, a guild of thieves stays out of sight. Their secrets kept from prying eyes, hidden well beneath the city's guise. To find their lair you must be smart and solve this riddle of thieves' true art. Through the busy market and city square, past the fountain with the water fair, follow the stream of the crowded place until you see the sign with the thief's grace. Until you see the sign with the thief's grace, take the path that's narrow and dim, and you'll hear the sound of a fiddle's whim. With the music's beat as your guide, descend to the depths where the thieves reside. You'll find a sewer grate not far away, but heed my warning, don't go astray. For the thieves are waiting with eagle eyes, and only the cleverest thief survives. So use your wits and be ever shy, for the Thieves Guild waits, but not for a spy.
Oh, I started liking them.
All the little twig blights begin clapping as well.
This is just like ding, 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 ding. Multiple people are like in awe, and through this whole storytelling, I'm imagining it's drawn out longer, and all the little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Like embellishment is built into these stories. They take a little longer. So Armand, if you could also please roll a performance check for me.
And the group knows that's more than Armand has ever spoken the whole time he's been with them.
Hence the reason you got a round of applause from all the little dudes.
That was a 10.
10. Yeah. There's a few people like, I mean, the poetry's not really my thing, but I think that was pretty good. But a lot of the women in the tavern are just transfixed. Just listening as your words flow from rhyme to rhyme, line upon line.
It must be all these battle scars that are drawing them in.
Yeah. It's that.
It's the yin and yang right here. And this.
As they just watch, and then the applause goes out. Your stories and poetry, songs, and the like lead into the wee hours of the night. The candles burn low. The only fire to be lit was the fireplace. Oh, the only fire left to be lit is the fireplace, cascading its foreboding shadows of its fading life. Many children now asleep on their parents' laps, some wives and husbands asleep on their spouses' shoulders, but many in the tavern still transfixed upon your final lines. In the silence of the tavern, the last log cracks and crumbles from its iron bracket. Like a cock's crow, it is this crack that awakens the life of the tavern. People begin to stand. Many come forward to shake your hands and talk to, quote-unquote, the anonymous party. They thank you for a joyous evening filled with laughter and suspense. The excitement from ogre bunnies to poetry to that of a Bugs Carnival? The conversations surrounding your story continue to flow as people trickle out of the tavern. Some disbelieving, some defending your words, and others just enjoying the event of it all. Archie approaches, and with a gleam of wetness in his eyes, he thanks you all dearly for breathing a little bit more life into this tavern. He then shows you to your room and wishes you all a good night's rest. The rooms are small, but do the trick. The straw beds are usual, but the nice feather pillows feel like clouds to your weary heads as you all find sleep for the night.
Armand sleeps on the floor.
Okay.
Baroness steals his pillow that he's not using.
Heck yes.
Jandar's kind of finds the closest tree and climbs into it and snuggles up.
Also takes his pillow.
Sini?
Denny snuggles up with her great big hammer in the bed. Just kind of sits into the corner of the bed so she can keep an eye on what's going on, just in case. And sleeps with one eye open.
This is amazing. So, pretty much of the 2 rooms that were given, one of them is used. The pillow!
I take my own room.
Oh,
If I'm
okay,
allowed,
okay.
I'll take my own room,
Okay.
yeah.
I was gonna say, since you're so small, it's like pretty much Sini's in one corner of the bed. You're pretty much laying out on the other side of the bed.
Princess and the Pea style on top of all the pillows.
We booked with Travelocity. What do you want?
Yeah.
So it's a 1-star cottage.
It's rough. Rough goings.
This is not goose feather. What is this nonsense? Who likes chickens?
It's duck.
Duck feather.
Yeah, it's duck. I'm
Get
sorry.
in the next room, trying to sleep.
It's me. Deal with it.
All right. As you all find your rest for the evening, the cock crows. What feels like just a few hours later after you had just finished and gone to your beds.
As part of a normal routine, Armand wakes up screaming. The party's used to it.
Throws one of the pillows
Whose
at him.
room are you in anyway?
Yeah, I was like,
Which room?
yeah, which room? Are you with Sini or are you with Baroness?
You're getting a pillow or you're
Baroness.
getting stabbed?
Baroness.
Okay,
That's
lucky.
also why Baroness took 3 pillows to cover her ears.
One goes over the ears, the other one gets thrown directly at your face.
Oh.
Not yet.
As a group, they know he has memories he hasn't discussed from his time as a soldier.
Woof.
So
Outside.
Cindy, from the night before, as what she is often known to do, had snagged food here and there. So she comes knocking on the door. I had breakfast. I got some turkey legs and some kind of pig. Let's eat. I'm hungry.
And as per usual, Baroness goes, not yet. I don't wake up when the sun does.
Come on, we should get out of here. What if they
Ouch.
make us tell more stories?
I'm up.
Jandar.
Say outside, first thing that wakes me up is you can start to hear the town just waking, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
I have a ear-piercing scream from just inside first that I'm like, oh, there it is. And then, no. And then, bam, 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 food.
Jandar, I got you an apple. I know you don't like to do the meat things often.
Armand, before he eats, heads outside and begins his usual morning physical routine, his combat training.
Roll a d20 for me, Armand.
Where are you going out to do this? Just out front or where?
Just outside the tavern, the side.
If I can see him from my tree, I will
18.
start to try and mimicking him up in the tree.
Okay. 18.
18.
Jandar, please also roll me a d20. No additions to it, just a d20.
You're muted.
Oh!
Oh,
Whoa.
That's a
That's a one.
instead
We lost
of
him.
He said
him out.
absolutely
Wrong button.
not.
It was on my roll. It was a 2.
A 2. Okay. It's
Falls out of the tree.
it's pretty funny as some of the women and some of the men of the town or of the village are walking by, going about to get water from the well or just going their daily business, and a few stop and kind of gawk at Armand, and as soon as he kind of looks over during his training, they recorrect their vision and they just keep walking a little faster. A few of them are a little bit more blushed, but then they see Jandar, and they immediately get a grimace on their face as they see him trying to copy it, as he's doing it very very poorly.
If I see them staring, I will flex and be like, "That's right." And keep
Wax
trying.
on, wax off.
And they just kind of and just put their eyes down to the road and walk even faster past. As you all eat your breakfast, do your workout, and you leave the tavern, you see it. Yes. So going back to where we started this, we witness our wonderful wandering party just exiting the Bronze Warbler, an inn on the roadside upon a grassy hill where laughter and joy has been filled the night before. Archie and Hen both stand upon the Archie way, waving goodbye to you all, giving once again their warning to you about the Fae, and to be careful, as the roads have become a lot more perilous recently. You are given your pony, resaddled or reladen with your supplies, and you are sent forward. As you leave the tavern behind, it slowly disappears upon the landscape behind you, being swallowed up by the trees. As you move through the forest upon the wide path, you hear the sounds of the wildlife around you, the chirps, croaks, twills, and drumming upon the wood and around the growth. The forests of the Holy Empire are always teeming with life, known to be filled with the life of elementals and that of the Fae, though the forests seem to loom ever larger with the new knowledge of the belligerent and hostile Fae presence. Going from the same order, Bean, Armand, Jandar, and Baroness. What are you all doing? Sini?
Walking. She's walking, holding her hammer, and looking, and she's gonna turn to Jandar and say, Jandar, do you really think there's like bad? So far, this has been delightful. We've been having such a good time, and there's something. Do you feel like a weird kind of goosebumpy thing, or do you think it's just nothing? It's just nothing.
That's pretty much every morning. But
But not the bugs that are on you, Goosebumps.
oh, okay. I said
The ones under the bugs, the under the bugs one.
Gotcha. Maybe they seemed a little worried, but I haven't run into anything too bad so far. So
I mean, how bad could it be?
exactly. Just don't eat the mushrooms. We'll gotta remember that one.
Such a bad idea.
Yep. Or unless maybe me and you shouldn't, but we could,
It
was
was kind
fun.
of. It could be fun. It could be fun. You could sneak them in the stew.
Maybe it'll stop his screaming in the morning as he glances over, looking back at Armand.
Just get the poor guy high.
Fine. Nothing to worry about.
Okay. Next up, Armand, what are you doing?
Okay, Armand's head is on a swivel. He's got his shield and sword ready. And he's saying to the party, he's been in situations like this before. Just be aware of ambush in this type of terrain. And at the same time, he gets distant every now and then. You see him just drift off and stare into space, and you start to question where he really is at this time.
The ogre bunnies weren't real. It was just a story. Worry.
He just nods politely.
Please roll a perception check for me as you're going forward. Also, to everyone, I didn't say it, but every 200 bits given, the same sort of style, instead of +1, since this is a one-shot, those will be advantages for whoever you want them for.
Nice.
Who has the best wisdom? Oh, nice.
Oh,
What'd you
is
get?
everybody rolling or?
No, this is just Armand.
Gotcha.
That's 19 plus 1, so I got a 20.
Jeez, dirty 20.
Take it, baby.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, your head is on a swivel. You're seeing every different type of creature in the branches. You're watching as a black squirrel runs across the path, stops, gets on its hind legs, looks
Squirrel.
at you, and then immediately runs off as the pony begins to get closer. You notice as the horse begins getting tired at times as you make sure to take a break every now and then. Drinking, eating, and, eating your rations as you walk and as you go. But I'll remember that 20 for a little bit later. Jandar, what you doing?
Jandar would, every time that he sees Armand kind of space off and staring off into space, he'll slow up his pace a little bit and try and catch the back from behind him, kind of catch where he's looking to see what he's staring off at. I would also be looking around for more little friends. I have several empty little cages that I've built, so I would also be looking for other little friends that I might be able to persuade to join our traveling troupe.
Do you mainly
Like a black squirrel?
insects?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Either way, insects, any little interesting little birds, like small ones, anything
Ochre bunny.
whatever. Ochre bunnies,
bunny.
whatever.
Okay. Make an animal handling check. Thank you, Amanda. You're the best.
Okay, let's see. Where did I put it?
Anybody got water
different
for the
things.
party pony? I think he looks thirsty.
Is he a donkey or is he a pony?
Party.
He's a party pony.
Okay,
He's
little
a
miniature
PP.
one. Nice. Okay, sorry. Where the heck? Let me roll. All right, sorry.
I should have known you were playing with the
13.
immature game. Come on. 13.
Not rolling too hot.
You would see an emerald scarab, like that of an emerald beetle, the one that has
Nice.
a shell like that of labradorite, where it's got that gleam of black and green, kind of, and it's probably about 2 inches long and about an inch wide. It's just,
Can I grab
and
it?
just right on your forehead.
I will just stare at it as it's on my forehead.
Janda,
Hey,
there is
buddy.
something on your face.
I know he's trying to say something to me.
No, I
Hold
think
on.
it's your face.
Has he heard anything about the weird little fae things that they say around here?
He's just staring like cross-eyed. Yeah, like trying to in his head talk. He's ignoring everybody else around him.
Would you like me to hit that?
He
I can
didn't
hit-
hear yet.
Oh, he's not hearing us again. He's doing that weird thing. We should wait for him.
I'm over on the other side of the pony, like putting makeup on as we're going. I'm like, we don't have to worry about the Fae. I'm too pretty for them to attack us.
Nice.
Are you able to speak with animals, Jandar?
He certainly thinks he can.
Okay.
100% thinks he can.
I was like, all right.
No, he doesn't, but he 100% thinks
It's
he
like,
can.
what accent does this scarab have?
No,
Howdy,
he does
y'all.
not. Pretty much.
No, so it's
He's
currently on your nose, just peacefully there. Kind of goes up amongst your dreadlocks.
To see,
Just
he
chilling.
grabbed my one of the cages after a few moments of kind of talking in my head. Hey, buddy, do you want to come hang out? We've got lots of friends. I can tell you where we go. I can tell you stories. And he's slowly like trying to like capture this thing wherever it's crawling to push it into the cage.
Every time you push the cage, the open cage near it, it just puts one of its legs on it as you push away. It's like it's just trying to push it away from it.
Yes.
And then it just kind of goes back, putting its leg back on your head and kind of keeps crawling throughout. Last but not least, Baroness, what are you doing?
I am a little disgruntled that I didn't get to do my morning routine because we got pushed out of the little inn, the 1-star inn. So I'm putting makeup on and just
That
the whole
review.
way.
Okay.
Yeah. Just like didn't get my beauty sleep, woken up by the stupid screaming again, bug boy's doing something with bugs over here. I don't even know what I'm doing. But I'm gonna put my makeup on because I got the personality of a mop, so I gotta look pretty.
Oh, good.
Baroness, I think you're just stinking adorable. I could just put you up on my shoulder and you're just so adorable. If you need to do more makeup, I'll just carry you. It's fine. You get tired because the party pony looks really good. It's okay.
Okay, out of character, I'm saying this and I don't mean it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, totally.
Back in character, of course you think that. You're a dwarf.
Wow.
But thank you. I'll
Woof.
take the ride. Thank
That's
you.
effed up. Everyone cancel Danny. Uh, Armand.
Yes, I am.
You're a very good dwarf. Thank you very much for the offer. I'll take you up on it.
Armand, as the party is walking, you see ahead some fresher grooves in the ground as you see the path of a wagon that has gone off into the woods. With your dirty 20, you also hear, as you begin to approach where the wagon grooves begin to lead off, you hear whispers within the trees and hushed voices to your left. But only you hear this.
So every now and then Armand forgets who he's with and thinks he's at a different time in a different place. So he starts waving all these hand signals back to the group, which they probably have no idea what he's trying to do. He just looks like a madman waving his hands about. And he tries to whisper back to them, "Halt! Halt!"
Baroness, I think he thinks you got your makeup on wrong. He's trying to tell you which directions to put it on.
What would he know about makeup? Ugh.
You must stop this! Shh! 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 Quiet! There are things here. Things. Not
Yeah.
things like Jandar likes. Bigger
Oh,
things.
not the ogre bunnies.
No.
Is it the face?
Did I catch the bug yet or no?
This truly will be the day I die.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
The bag is still chilling on your head. It keeps resisting arrest.
Okay. I'll just leave it be then. Just let it continue crawling around.
No, it's a
make
it's a
itself
scare.
at home.
It's a scare,
Yep,
not
make
a
it- Make itself a home.
What's his name? He's our mascot with the party pony.
Who? Our new scarab friend?
Yeah, does he have a name yet? I mean, you
don't
name
know.
everything, don't you name it?
I can ask him, but I'm trying
No,
to
no,
let
no.
him-
Just give him a name. Don't. That takes forever when you try to talk to the bugs.
Armand takes off a gauntlet
Yeah.
and he just starts
Yeah.
waving, "She must stop! She
Yeah.
must stop!"
There's no
hate-
stealth about this at the moment, so you're making quite a bit of noise.
He points. He's getting louder too. He's getting so frustrated. He's like, the road, Ed, trouble.
Finally
Rosa-
look and
Rosa,
see that he's freaking out again. I'll start at first looking to see if I can see where he's looking. Make sure he's actually looking at us, not just, first. And then I'm going to spend a spell slot and cast Primeval Awareness
I think
and see what's around us.
I think primeval awareness is something you just get as being a ranger. I'm not sure if it uses a spell slot.
It says on here it's a ranger spell, so I have to burn a spell slot, which I can.
You
No worries.
use, oh, and wow, that's wild.
which is okay. I'm
sorry.
good with that.
See, you know this game already way better than I do.
Nope.
Primeval awareness. Okay, here we are.
Fencing for any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, phase fiends, or undead that are present within 1 mile, or if we're in the forest, it's within 6 miles. Doesn't reveal their location.
it doesn't
Or the number just says it's like pings. Yep, there's something around.
So it definitely pings that there are elementals, fae, and that's it.
Okay.
Within
will,
6 miles.
Slowly look around and hearing him freaking out that there's whispers in the forest and be like, okay. And you see him pull his hood up and all of the writhing bugs and things he has on him just immediately go still.
Okay.
Did we see that he did this?
Yeah.
I would say yes. You're standing right in front of me.
Right. We see you like go freakishly still.
Yep. As I look, looking first at Armand, hearing him freak out, pull a gauntlet off like he's ready to slap me with it. I'll then cast this out, and then once I'm getting the feeling of there's stuff around, and okay, there really is stuff. He will pull his hood up, and everything goes still. All the writhing, little moving things, and all the clicking of the bugs that's always there, they all stop.
Okay.
Does he see another bug?
I think this is different.
He will turn also, and he's pointing to the trees around us.
Armand.
Dini just
Oh. Armand.
Armand turns back and says, "These are not the voices in my head this time. These are real. We must be very careful." And Armand tries to shift off the side of the road a little into the brush for cover and try and make his way through the side of the road to make the group look smaller on the road.
Danny's gone. Danny's dead. She's dead.
No!
Mom will come back. It's
Ogre
okay.
Bunny seeking
I'll hurt
vengeance.
I would step off the opposite side of the road too. If I see Armand step off one, I'll step off the other side to try and fan out slightly into the trees.
As we all know, Sini's not very stealthy with her gear on, and so she kind of tries
Stay
to.
with the horse. Stay with the pony.
Okay, I got.
So, are you getting off the road to the right side or the left side? The left side is where you heard the whispers, Armand.
Armand's heading to the right.
Okay. All right.
I didn't hear the whispers, so I'll step to the left.
Okay.
And I'm kind of just standing in the middle of the road with the pony being loud with my gear.
Yeah.
Come on, you stupid pony.
Also trying to maintain a crouch.
Okay, Armand, since you have a little bit of cover, please roll a stealth check. And then Jandar, are you trying to be stealthy? Muted.
I would say yes, that he's trying to step off after seeing this and seeing if I can kind of focus in on where these elementals are. I haven't heard anything, but he's freaking me out. So I would say yes, he's trying to silence all of his bugs. So he's slowly stepping off into the trees to start looking around.
Okay. Roll a stealth check for me as well. Sini, I'm not going to have you roll since you're...
In the middle of the
Drawing
road
attention.
with a pony.
Sini's our distraction.
That's it.
By
14
the way,
on mine.
Dirty 20. 18 plus 2.
Woof. Okay. So yeah, you step off perfectly in line where the pony and Sini are in between you and wherever the voices were coming from. Jandar, as you're moving in to that left side, you do not hear anything besides that of crunching leaves and footsteps moving towards you.
I will freeze. Can I tell which direction, where they're coming from? Or are they my own footsteps?
As you move in, they are not your own, thankfully. But as you move into that left side, you do know they're coming from like directly ahead of you, like they're moving towards you or moving towards the road.
Can I tell a distance?
Probably about less than like 15 feet. Like, there's just so many trees around here, it's hard to get a good line of sight on things.
I would freeze and lean up against the largest tree I could and try and crouch myself to make myself slightly hidden so I could see what I'm actually is coming towards me.
Okay. You all hear the voice of what seems to be an older woman moving towards the road. Ah, hi Danny, sorry. As she goes, "Excuse me, is anyone there? We're very sorry." As this older woman in like brown clothing with a brown leather hat kind of comes off to the side of the road from the trees, and she's like, We mean you no harm. We just ran off the road. We're all fine. You all can keep on moving on.
Is that from the side that I'm on, like 15
Yeah, that's
feet
from
from
the
me
side
talking?
you're on. So you see her kind of move out, like you crouch down, and she's moving out onto the side of the road so she can be more seen. So you see her, and she kind of looks over and goes, "Oh, hi there."
Can I get a perception check on her?
Yeah, sure. Are like perception isn't just looking her over, or insight
Like-
into whether she's being truthful?
Insight into whether she's being truthful.
Of course,
I'll
anyone.
do perception, trying to figure out what's the deal with this girl.
Oh,
So I'm doing insight.
yes.
I'm
Oh,
looking.
jeez. 7.
I'm looking past her to see if I can see anybody else behind her.
Perception check for you as well, Armand. Anything you're doing in this?
I'm staying hidden for now
Beautiful.
until we figure out what's going on.
So I got a 7, but I have +8 to perception, so 15.
Huzzah.
Wow.
16 on mine as well.
Okay, 16 on your perception seeing past. Baroness, a perception on her. And then Sini, you want an insight on her and what she's saying. What did you get, Sini?
7.
She's being truthful. She just seems to be a little old lady that her card, and she's talking about we, so there's a few other people, but she says our cart ran off the road, so you all are good. Baroness, as you look her over, you got a what again?
15.
You notice that as she's talking, one of her sleeves slips a bit, and you see a bit of a brand on her arm that she kind of like pulls her hands down and pulls the sleeve back up. And you know that brands are sometimes given to prisoners, sometimes just soldiers that get branded via war, and they do it within their company. It's like the same as getting like a tattoo these days with whatever like platoon you're in. But
She's a frat girl.
yeah, she's a frat girl. She
Butterfly tattoos.
she turns around and you see like another brand that's across her lower back.
Oh, stamp.
Just a stamp. No, but you do see a brand, and you would also see to her left side a sheath for a dagger, but you do not see the dagger.
I'm gonna lean over to Cindy and be like, there's something off about her.
Do I hear the whispers still?
No. They stopped almost immediately as you all were getting loud. And
So I think I'd like to reach up on my shoulder because the Baroness is on my shoulder and touch her leg, and I'm just gonna cast protection from evil and good because I just feel like something. So I'm just gonna cast that on.
Okay. Well, you really believe her in what she's saying. You feel like she's being truthful. But where
But
was
Kamalu
I?
just kind of gave me the vibe that growing up in the gutters like I did.
Okay. Jandar, you look past her and you do see two other figures behind a tree. You see a little bit of their movement from the light in the trees. You see their shadows shaking and shimmering by them. And they just kind of stop and are looking the way she went. And as soon as she kind of turns towards you, Jandar, and says hello, they like look over in your direction and see you and kind of nod and then pull back slightly out of view.
Anything on them I would recognize by chance, or
Oh, what did
any?
you
I'm
roll
looking.
again?
16.
16, way better than the Baroness. Side eye. As you look over them, they have similar, almost like, the old whaler's garb, where it's like the leather cap that comes out to the sides, and then the kind of leather coat that hangs very, like, very seaman-like.
The cult. It's always the cult with you.
Oh,
Well, they're just whalers.
That's kind of the look. Or like if you ever played The Witcher, very similar to like the peasant, like brown clothing. That's what they've got on. You do notice the two that you see, one of them slightly skinnier, but the other one's much more bulky. Standing about probably like 6'3". And he's got what looks to be like a long mace or club in his hands as he looks out. And then he's the one that sees you and doesn't move quite as quickly and just kind of turns around and moves back the direction where they were.
Can I see them?
No.
Okay.
But she just... she has long gray silver hair, a nice jutting chin out in front of her with a few pieces of facial hair that poke out from the chin. She smacks her lips and the few teeth you see there. She grins and just kind of... Well, hope you all have a great day. Be safe out there. The Fae out here have been right treacherous. Nasty buggers. So keep you and your iron close. She winks. Alright. She kind of keeps an eye on all of you and kind of backs up slowly.
Into the woods or further down?
Into the woods. Back the way she came.
See,
I'm gonna
I told you,
let her
sketchy.
walk. I'm gonna let her walk until she kind of is out of sight, and then I'm gonna return to the others and tell them that I saw the other two gentlemen, back in the trees, and we may have more to deal with.
Are they cute?
In a Navy man kind of way, sure.
Cool. We should meet them.
Well, but if it's so scary and we got to be careful, why did she go back in? I don't. Don't you think she would have gone
Maybe
to the
she's
pub?
scared of us.
She's weird. I told you there's something off about her. I saw. She has a brand on her arm, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's one on her lower back, too.
Could she tell what the brand was? I'm asking Baroness what. Okay.
I
No
couldn't
specifics.
tell what it was, but I know a brand when I see one.
Turn around looking for Armand. Like, see if I can see where he's hiding in the trees.
You look around for her mom, make a perception check.
Come
A little
on.
sneaky guy go.
17.
You see him up there?
Nope. You look for him and he's a ghost.
Right now he's banging his head too. He's like, "The whispers! I know I heard the whispers!"
Nice.
Hey, but party pony, should we just keep going
We should
then?
either keep moving, but we gotta
Or
find Armand.
should we go the other way of that weirdo lady? Should we go the other way? Into the woods or stay on?
I want to. Who wants to find Armand? I can go look ahead a little bit if we want.
Armand, do you come out of hiding?
Just trying to think of a good comparison for this.
He'll be.
Oh, damn. So Armand comes crawling out onto the side of the road and just looking around
Yes.
like he's trying to duck fire. Again, he's somewhere else.
Do we see him?
Yeah. You see,
I'll-
you hear the...
I'll crouch down in the dirt and kind of see if I can see what he's looking at too.
I'm just following the backstory that Josh gave me.
Yeah. Dang these freaking automated sheets. Yeah.
I'll go over to him and I'll kind of shake him like, "You're with us now. you're not there anymore. You're with us. It's okay. There was just the weird witch like looking lady, but it's okay.
Where are we?
Kamalo, do we have any more purple mushrooms?
Mushrooms.
I'm gonna lean down from her shoulder and be like, we can start a rebellion if you want to.
Ah, rebellion.
Oh.
Revolution!
Exactly.
Revolution!
Starting with those creepy people in the woods.
Les Miserables. Yes.
I'm gonna keep peering into the woods where I saw them. I'm watching while they're trying to get our revolutionary friend here to come back to us.
Okay.
Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it.
Oh.
The thicket of it.
Boo. Jandar, please make a perception check for me.
Come on, 7.
You're looking after him and you hear a little bit more noise coming from deeper in, but you cannot tell what's going on.
Maybe it's time to move. I don't like. There was more than the creepy lady. There's at least 2 others and more. We need to move. I'm trying to slowly encourage Armand to get up. Let's move.
Okay.
Jandar, you hold the pony. I can pick up Armand too if he doesn't want to walk.
I'm gonna hop down and like pull on a sleeve unhelpfully. Trying to get him up too.
I'll go back to the pony and start pulling the pony along. Time to go.
Don't make me put you on my shoulder again. You didn't like it last time. Let's go.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Get off my arm.
Hey, you needed help.
Are you guys continuing down the road? Or are you moving?
I would
with
Armand, what did the voices say? Should we go down the road or go into the woods?
I cannot answer if the voices were real or in my head. I heard whispers.
What did they say?
They said whisper. They were like whisper, whisper, whisper.
Did they say find a better tavern tonight? Because I heard that one too.
Only if there's a fine wine.
I'm in. Let's look for one.
And mushrooms.
Back to the road.
Okay. Yassini? Oh, sorry. Okay.
No, sorry. My husband told me that my mic was cutting in and out, so I was going to ask him what settings I should change on my Yeti.
This husband.
Husband.
That's adorable. Okay. As you guys begin to continue on, what is everyone's passive perception?
Uh, 17.
17.
15.
Wow.
Oof. 11.
Baroness.
Where can I find this on my sheet?
What's your perception?
Look
Plus
down by
8.
your
Just
charisma.
your
Plus 8,
wisdom.
so that's a passive of 18.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, sorry, 18.
No, you're good.
I see
Wow, okay. So Sini with a 17, correct?
Yes, sir.
And then Baroness with an 18.
Sisters.
As you guys continue on, you hear a loud, I found it! And then you hear a tum, 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 tum. Shut up! From back behind you where the wagon tracks were and the whispers and the woman went back in. As you continue on down your path.
Guys, wait.
What did they find?
I think they found something like gold or something wonderful, treasure, something. We should go back and take it.
What makes... I heard they found something, and big banging. They could have found a rock.
Why would they tell each other to be quiet about finding something unless it was something worth hiding? Which means it's money or something worth money. And we could always use more money. I say we go back and take it.
There's an order to things, and that sounded like a disturbance, so we must preserve the order.
Oh, okay. I'm in. Let's go.
Okay. So you guys turn back around. The pony now getting a little kerfuffled as it's being made to go right back to where it just was. Who's entering first?
Do you want me to maybe circle around, see if I can get eyes on before we go wandering in on whatever they just found?
Well, I'm the paladin.
I just stride forward, ignoring them, into the thick of it.
Okay.
There she goes again. I'm right after.
Okay.
I'll scoot off to one side of the new trail that she's now walking down to try to use a little cover as we start moving towards wherever these people were.
Can I just like pop out of the bushes near them and be like, what did we find?
Okay. Okay. So it's Bean, Jandar, Armand, and Sini as the kind of walking order who's going in. Baroness being quick, small, and wily just kind of goes through the bushes with ease. As then the head pops out from one of the bushes and goes, "What did we find?" As they all are startled out of their minds because they were preoccupied, not perceiving anything. They all turn and you see the 6'3" man, bald, a bit of like afternoon scruff, that shadow. He turns with a gawking look on his face at whatever you are, with the club in one hand. And then you also see him holding his head with the other. You see the small woman that was just there, kind of hunched backed, the silver hair in her face. Her mouth goes open with the teeth as she has clenched in her fingers what looks to be a piece of paper. As then there are two others back there. One being the slimmer man that seems to be a half-elf that has the club that has just hit the larger man on the back of the head and a short sword at his side. And then the last one, which seems to be a dwarf that has a light crossbow in his hands, that's standing on top of the crushed wagon against a tree. You see on the front of the wagon, with a dagger in his chest, what looks to be a rider of some kind, with his back kind of leaned against the seat of the wagon. The wagon itself full of different sacks and buckets, barrels and the like, with the locked back of the cart up. But you notice that multiple of the sacks have been cut into. There are contents of wooden wreckage all around the sides. And then you see one of which, a barrel on its side with a second bottom to it, has been broken into. And you see they're all kind of looking.
There are 4 people?
Yeah, there are 4. There's the half-elf, the dwarf, the tall human, and then the short human woman as the hunchback. And there's just quiet in this moment.
How far away are
Dear's
we?
grace, what have you done?
So, first, Baroness, you are the only one that sees this. And then next up is Jandar, who sees it. So, Baroness first, and then Jandar, what are you doing?
I'm gonna look at that third man that has the club that just hit the tall guy.
Yeah.
And be like, hiya, handsome. What do we got going on here? How can I help you? Looks like a light bit of robbing. Sounds like fun. What are we doing? And I'm just gonna like swagger in all confident with them and be like, yeah, how's it going? What are we doing?
Persuasion check, and Jandar.
How far away are we?
You guys are probably about like 8 feet from them. You are close. They are
Okay.
right
21.
there. 21, okay.
21.
Okay. As she begins jaunting in there, I'm going to look around at each one of them very quickly, and I'm going to hold a spell of web in case they start attacking. It's going to go to try and hold them in place if they get aggressive at all.
Okay.
And then
I-
if I'm 8 feet away,
Yeah.
it's got a range of 60. So it's if they get aggressive at all, I'm webbing the whole 20 foot. Just
Brilliant.
I also want to remind that I have protection against good and evil cast on me if I'm under.
Hey, true that.
Doesn't work against clubs.
Yeah.
I know, but
Is it
just
is
a
it an
friendly
evil club?
reminder.
But
It's an
is it
evil
an
club.
evil club? Now,
right.
this takes a
Cursed
different
club.
meaning to going clubbing.
Right.
Aberration Celestials. Hey, Faye. So, definitely
Right,
possible.
Faye.
Very possible. Okay. As you swagger in, Jandar, you kind of begin to pull your hands back slightly across your palms. The little bit of wetness from your sweat and then that of the dirt begins to change color as you just wait. As they're mainly all looking at Baroness. As Cini, you hear this through the bushes, but you can't quite see it yet. Armand, you are quickly right behind, closing the distance. As in this moment, as Baroness, you move forward this swagger, like, what are we doing? A little bit of Robin? Like, and you see the older woman moves forward and goes, yeah, we're doing a little bit of Robin. It's nothing beyond your purview. And she moves forward to kind of pat you on the head. And you see as her hand reaches for that sheath. And she goes like this. Damn it! And she turns back and looks back towards the driver with the dagger still in his chest. And that is where you can cast web, Jandar.
yes. Yep.
And that is where we will also take our break, our first and only break, so everyone can go to the bathroom, do what they need, as we are then going into combat.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh boy.
Good job, Baroness.
Where's
But
John's
did it-
combat music?
Yeah, I'm going to change it once we get back. It ain't going to be the happiness.
But it worked. Did it work on the rest of them? That's what I want to know.
Do you have a date out of this?
Yeah.
I mean, that old
Yes.
hag is
Do
kind
you-
of maybe in your way.
Do you quote unquote get some from this encounter?
Get out of the way, spinach chin.
Hey.
You've had your time.
Okay, that's where we're going to take our break, guys. We will be right back. Please do not leave us just yet, but we love you tons, and we're going to leave the mics hot in the meantime. So we will be being right back.
Zibin.
The bean.
Right, baby.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Gosh, thank you everyone so much for watching, and everyone who needs to, go to the bathroom, go release
Don't
the
take your mic
Kraken.
with you.
Yeah, please don't take your mic with you. Unlike John.
What?
John, he
Yep.
went to the bathroom once, and his mic was still on him.
Oh no.
We
It
heard
sounded
some-
like a waterfall.
We heard some nasty, nasty things.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
It was hot. Oh, hi, Demon Good. Lies.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I want you all to know that John is actually listening to all of this as he's also
Oh, yes.
in the Zoom with us, but he's tirelessly working on book 3 like an amazing DM that he is.
Lovely.
Yes, all hail DM John.
All hail DM John. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I love you all
Okay.
tons.
Are you just
I'll
saying
be
that so he
back.
doesn't kill you?
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Very much so.
Yeah,
he
we
kills
are,
me
yeah.
anyway, though.
Dorks. Nice.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to play this character because the random thing gave me noble background but also rogue class, so I am full of myself but also have thieves can't, and you know.
Yep.
I like how you're doing it.
Yeah.
Yep. It's great.
I like the approach.
It's great.
Thank you.
That's why he
I
just
do
shook
like
his head
it.
and was like, here we go again.
Right.
I got to keep up.
My
That's
backstory,
awesome.
the backstory you gave me is too dark for this group.
Oh no. At least you got a backstory. Mine is just like features, traits, and more. That's it. There's no story here.
I'm full of apocalyptic visions.
Oh man.
Nice. Let's see.
I don't know how to be an urchin paladin. So I think I'm trying to get my family's honor back, because clearly it didn't start out really great.
Well, yeah, my alignment is supposed to be lawful neutral. I obey laws, traditions, or my own strict code. But at the same time, my flaw is plotting rebellion. I'm like,
Oh,
that is a
Really?
flaw. It doesn't quite work.
I was given as a baby to a war deity, and I've been haunted by apocalyptic nightmares ever since.
okay.
I've also been raised from the dead twice, so that says a bit about my skill in battle.
That's why I like. That's why the bugs. I'm pulling them
Wait.
from you. Like as you awaken and you're not dead anymore, I'll take the bugs out of you. It helps
Nice.
you moving.
Y'all,
I'm a bug collector.
I got the best thing. I once saw a whore stab a clown.
Is that in your backstory?
Yes, a whore stab a clown. And my older sibling was devoured by a lamia. I don't know what that is. What's a lamia?
Half lion, half woman.
Yeah. Life was hard, I'll tell you what. Life was wacky, life was hard. Hey.
What, where are you guys
Horse.
seeing this stuff? I don't
On
have
the-
anything like that.
On the right, where it says features, traits, and more up top.
Under your background.
My background just says position of privilege, family renowned for past conquests, duty to legion subjects, favors elven allies, and plotting rebellion. That's it. I got nothing.
He knew
For
you would
sure.
take it and roll with it.
Yeah.
He's just like, good luck, enjoy.
I follow my shifting whims with little or no concern about rules or later consequences. Pretty much.
Oh, you got my character.
That's why I'm like, all right, here we go.
Alright, I'm gonna run to the bathroom now that everybody's back. It's my turn. Yay.
I think I'm likely very mistrustful of prostitutes and
What?
yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Good time for Josh to come back into the conversation.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks.
Either that or
This is,
maybe there's just something super evil about clowns. I don't know.
Does
Josh is
Josh
like,
know what your character
My
sheet
work is
said?
done.
Mm-hmm.
Have you told Josh what your character sheet says for your background?
Oh
Is he
yeah,
aware
yeah.
of
It was one of the first things I noticed. She
That
was
was-
like,
Yeah. I didn't look at many of the backgrounds that were given on the sheet, but that was one of them that I caught, and I was like, nah, I think I'll keep it.
I mean, if we come across
God.
clowns or prostitutes, who knows what might happen.
That's actually what I base this entire one-shot upon.
Nice.
Mhm.
Very good.
That's why Baroness is trying to get a date still.
Yep. Baroness is the one you all have to kill.
Mm.
This is the way.
Jandar also decided that he's collected all of his bugs from my dead corpse for the 2 times I was raised.
Yeah, I let him sit just long enough to get a couple more friends, and then we helped bring him back.
Sorry, you're eating. It's probably not a good time.
You know grapes are the most
Well-
dangerous fruit?
As long as it's not rice, because that looks more
Shoot him
like
first.
larva than grapes.
That actually happened once where I was throwing out some food and I thought I got rice on my hand.
That'll
Yeah.
ruin it for you.
You had a
Yeah.
little friend.
It
Little
was-
Instead,
passenger.
you had Jandar's friends.
See,
It
you
was
could have had him
rough.
like dancing on the edge of your balding. Come on.
Last time I ever accept that food from the homeless guy. Gosh.
Whoa.
It was still good though. Like it tasted
deep.
great.
Well, you don't want to insult them. I mean,
That's fine.
if a homeless guy offers you a meal, it's deeply insulting to not take and partake.
I sit down and eat. I
Mm,
do what
you
I'm
do.
told. No, it was my roommate, and it was our recycling bin, and I was like, guys, please rinse out the stuff you put in the recycling, because that was a horrendous experience that I never want to repeat.
There would be something deeply wronger with you if you did want to repeat.
Yeah, no. What? What? No, thank you. I got some really good grapes yesterday.
You know, grapes have been coming out really yummy. I've partaking of the grape tree.
Partaking of the grape tree.
Okay, Crunches is back.
Forgot you were on crutches.
Yeah, come on, Crutchy.
Why are you on Crunches?
I sprained my ankle yesterday.
Yeah, she's gotten more crunchy.
Because she's, who she is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
A monster. She fails all of her deck saves.
In real life, my health checks are very poorly rolled.
Con. Very bad
My
con.
constitution is terrible.
All right.
Pat 66 just says dip them in barbecue sauce there, Josh, and you'll be good.
Thanks, Pat.
Yummy.
Delicious. Also, Pat, I hope you're able to come to BBC again. I'd love to see you.
Yes,
and Tracy.
please.
I love
Yes.
seeing you and Tracy. And supposedly, Danny said that she's going to bring her owl again.
I am not, but I'll
I-
bring my service dog in training.
I heard no. Bring a service owl.
He
Service
is
owl.
currently busy educating youth about wildlife and why they shouldn't use rodenticides.
What did you just take a bite of?
Chicken?
Okay, I was like, it looked like a rodent. It was just like, don't use rodenticides. Okay, sorry. I'll bring a
Eat
slide
more
so everyone else
roadkill.
can
It's
see this.
natural.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Roadkill Anonymous, where we have here with us Danny. Thank you so much, everyone who is still watching. Again, I'm going to go through and say this, and for all those that are playing in this game who haven't gotten to say it in the past, let me do the whole spiel. If you're watching and you haven't followed, oh wait, no, sorry, let me be more like John. If you're watching and you haven't followed, or if you're a follower who hasn't subscribed, or if your subscription is no longer valid, or you are not subscribed anymore, for hither and for shame, we have one question for you. I, as Glitter Bomb John, the question is, what are you doing?
Whoa!
Thank
Wait.
you so much, everyone.
Give him a follow, give him a sub.
Yeah, give us a follow, give us a sub. Yeah.
Even if it's a pity one. it'll
Good
work.
mental vision, so I was trying to envision
Is it
John
just-
Yeah.
enacting that, and it just ruined it.
Yeah, it was rough. I would love to see. Yeah, exactly like John. Thank you, Phantom. I knew you'd understand.
And if you're a follower,
If nothing else, so he'll stop talking about it. Hit subscribe.
Subscribe. Yeah, that's kind of how I do most of my like stripping gigs. Is it's like pay me to keep my clothes on. Like just pay me to stop talking, guys.
John said he felt that.
John said. You forgot the damn.
Wait,
quote. Sorry.
are
Pat.
you the whore that got stabbed by a clown?
Yes,
Or no,
I am.
Wow.
Wait, are you
Oh.
the whore that stabbed the clown?
Wow.
Oh my
No,
God,
I
I'm
got
so
stabbed by the
confused.
clown. Sadly.
Mystery solved.
But
He is the clown.
I'm both. I just stabbed myself.
You're also the Lamia.
That's it.
Okay.
Maybe.
Jumping back into the
He
game.
roared. Let's go.
Jandar. Actually, Jandar, what is the save for web?
It is a Dex 13.
Dex save. Okay. So the woman and Baroness, you're going to have to be making the save as well since you are in that range. Oh, let me get this fight music on. I'm sorry. I failed.
Music.
I failed you guys.
It's so calm.
Heck yeah!
What'd you
Plus
get?
6 dexterity saves. I got an 8. But
Oh.
it's a 14, because
Heck.
plus 6.
Heck yeah, Rinreb. 14. Okay. What's your save, Jandar?
Ooh, DM2. Gendar's on mute.
Jandar!
I'm good. It's I gotta cast it for myself.
Yeah, you're casting it, so your spell save, whatever that is.
Oh, sorry. It's a Dex 13 is the save.
13. Okay, so you do
Yes, sir.
save
Sorry.
Baroness. No, you're fine. And
Good,
then
not today.
the woman fails. The tall guy succeeds. Weirdly enough, as tall and buff as he is, he jumps out of the way of this. The skinny guy who hit him fails. Or
Nice.
succeeds, sorry.
Oh,
And then the dwarf on the wagon by the body Fails. So there's 2 successes, 2 failures. Both the dwarf and the woman are taken, but the skinny half-elf and the tall 6'3" human with the club are good. I would like everyone to roll initiative.
That's
Ooh, baby.
a D20, right?
Yes, D20 plus your dexterity modifier.
6.
21. 20.
Wow.
Okay.
Good heavens, woman.
12.
Initiative.
6.
6.
Whopping 6, baby.
You got this.
11.
Chandar. And then Sini.
11.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so initiative goes Baroness, Armand, Jandar, and Sini. But let's roll for these bad boys. Oh. Okay. Okay. All right. First up, we have Baroness.
I'm gonna draw my rapier, and I would like to swing it at the lady in the web.
Freak, go for it. I'm pretty sure you have advantage. Source is surrounded unless a creature restrained by the webs. Make a strength check. The webs are flammable. No.
So I have a 5-foot reach.
They're
That's it.
restrained. Yeah, they're restrained. So
Yes.
yeah, advantage on
advantage?
this.
Stabby.
It was a 9 both times. Doesn't matter. Plus 6 to hit, so 15.
Wow, that'll hit. Yeah.
Nice. 1d8 plus 3.
Oh,
11.
wait, you're
Nice.
a rogue, right?
Yeah.
You have sneak attack as well
Oh.
because she is not attacked yet this turn.
So stab her in the neck.
I stab her in the throat. Plus 3d6 for sneak attack.
Yeah.
Stab her in that tramp stamp.
God.
Wow.
So with my plus 3 for piercing damage, that's 22 points of damage.
You
Woof.
pull.
How dare you try to stab me?
Yeah, like what flurry do you do as you just carve her up in between the webs that are holding her?
I would like to,
Right.
I'd like to carve a little, like,
Tiara symbol and be like, absolutely not some Baroness.
It gives her a different symbol.
Yeah, you pretty much make a triangle of sorts with a more intricate top that you swirl at the top like a little oval on it as you cut into her shoulder with that, and it cuts deep. You see a white chip of bone come off as you come back through the flurry. And she howls in pain as she almost goes limp if it wasn't for the web kind of holding her up. You are within that 5 feet by her, and then the other 2 guys that are within 5 feet of you, and then the dwarf beyond them on the wagon. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Can I still dash?
Yeah, if you would like
Okay.
to.
I would like to dash up on top of the wagon near the other guy.
Okay.
And I'd be like, I tried to be nice, you guys.
Yeah. And you would still be within 5 feet of the other 2 guys, so they would not get attack of opportunity on you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, make another dex save for me, as you're gonna have to go between the webs to get up on top of there.
Okay.
Also, let me know if the music's too loud.
10.
10. As you jump off the woman's leg and start running up one of the threads of spider silk, you get halfway up, and then you go to step another, and then your foot kind of plunges through one of the strands, and
Darn
you
it.
can't pull it out. Your pull-out game is not strong currently, as you are stuck on the middle of the strand like a tightrope walker, now between all 4 of them.
Well, I chose poorly.
You chose poorly. All
Nice.
right. Next up is Armand. You can hear this going on. You cannot quite see it. They are currently, if you're looking at like a battle map, they're like 20 feet ahead of you.
Okay, knowing that Baroness has obviously gotten herself into something because of the announcement that she made, he starts dashing towards the scene.
You move probably about 10 feet and you push through the brush, moving right by Cinny on your right side. As you move into the brush, you see Jandar to your right, bottom right. You see Baroness directly ahead of you, as well as the four of them now surrounding her.
And do I see this webbing
Yes.
within a range where I can avoid it?
Yes.
Okay, I try not to make the same mistake. And using precision attack, I come closer.
Okay.
And I go for the biggest target. Unfortunately, it's going to be her bald boyfriend. I'll try to save the best parts for you, Baroness. And
No, it was the skinny one that I liked.
Yes.
oh, the skinny one. I'm sorry.
She says
The one
this
that's hanging
while
in the webs.
in the web, just like, oh no, don't worry about him. And the Balkan goes,
All right,
oh come on.
sir. I apologize now. This is the end for you. And he makes his first of 2 attacks.
Okay.
Okay, that one's going to be a big miss. That was a 3.
Okay. You definitely
Precision
lose.
die. Let's see. Superior dice. Let's see. The only thing I wasn't sure of that. That's going to be a D8.
What did you roll
Okay.
on the second one?
I'm rolling the second one
Oh,
now.
okay. Gotcha.
That was a 7 on the roll.
Oof.
Oof, 2 bad rolls.
Dang it.
Oh, plus 6 to hit, so that's going to
Okay.
be a 13.
13
And then the
will hit him.
D8 for the superiority as well.
Oh,
I forgot about that.
for damage or to hit?
Uh,
Oh,
d-
it's precision. Precision, right.
Yeah. so it'd be an 8.
Yeah, that'll hit. Holy crap.
So longsword is going to be
Yeah, I guess at
1d8
21 barely hits.
plus 3. Yeah, I hope so.
He turns into a dragon.
Not funny. Not funny. Okay, so he takes a sweep with the sword and deals 6 in damage.
Okay. He brings the blade back, and at first he almost doesn't hit him as he brings his club up, bouncing the first attack. And as the great club is coming around to clock you right in the head, you're able to dodge down and slice upward, cutting through his tunic, up into his chin, where you already see many other pockmarked and scars across his face. He kind of pulls back. You said 6 damage?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Alright. Next, or is that all you're doing?
Sorry.
No, you're fine. While you're thinking, everyone, the giveaway for today is a $10 gift card to the BBC or just Blue Box merch store. Amanda,
Nice.
if you could
Very
please
nice.
set up whatever the giveaway wording or hashtag's gonna be.
Butterfly.
Yeah, butterfly. Hashtag butterfly. Let Amanda set that up, and she'll let me know or let you guys know.
That ogre bunny?
Okay,
Oh,
dodge.
I'm sorry. Plus, all proceeds that are spent on the merch store all go to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. So
Very cool.
please, whether it's a $10 gift card or whether you just want to go ahead and buy some stuff, please go ahead and grab it, as it's not for us, it's for the kiddos. Armand.
Armand is going to focus on dodging.
Oh, okay. So you're using
Smarter
another
than
superiority
me.
die? Okay. All right. And that gives them disadvantage to hit you? Or,
Let's see,
or
save.
ups your armor class?
Oh, that was fainting attack. It gives me advantage on my next attack roll.
Oh, sick. Okay. Okay, so that's for next turn. Okay. It is now Big Boy's turn, as well as the skinny one. Big Boy
Yay.
is bringing the club straight towards you, Armand. That's going to be nat 20.
Son of a...
Oof.
Bizatch.
Which, for all those that know, and for the homebrew rules, for all you who got to read them prior to game, the way I do nat 20s is the first die is automatically maxed, and then you roll the next die, and then you add your modifiers. So using a great club two-handed makes that a D10. Or no. I think it's just a D8. Sorry. It's been a while.
Been a while.
Been a while. Sorry, everyone. Great club.
Base D8.
Yeah, just a D8. Okay. Ooh, I wanted to deal more damage to you. Okay, so that's 8 max damage, and then another 4, so 12 plus his modifier is 2. So that's 14 points of bludgeoning damage to you with the first crack of the club across your temple. Next is the skinny one, who's actually going to turn and use his action to cut the woman out. Let's see if he can do it. Oof.
She immediately bleeds out.
He does not.
Natural one cuts her face. She does.
He does not cut her out, and in the process fails his dex save in trying to avoid the web. So he, in trying to cut her out, gets tangled in it as well. He's now the closest to you. He's probably about like 2 feet from you, Baroness. Just like struggling in the webbing now. And that's his turn. Both of their turns are over. It is now Jandar's turn.
All right. Seeing this now, seeing Armand rush in and get whacked. I will just see Jandar pull a bow out, pulls out one of his black-fletched arrows, and I'm going to take my time with my sharpshooter ability on this first one to try to pin the big guy in the face. So when I roll it, it'll just take a -5 penalty on my attack roll, but if it hits, it'll give an extra +10 damage. So I'm trying to thump this guy hard on this first one. So let me see if I can actually hit him.
And using what weapon?
My bow.
Okay.
Nope. The first one is a 9 because I tried
9
to
plus what?
stabilize myself. No, that is it.
Oh.
I rolled really low. It gave me a +6. So yeah.
Try
9.
again. Try and do it again. You got it. I believe in you.
What?
All right, let's try it one more time.
Yeah. Peer
Why not?
pressure.
That's better. Okay, so even with the -5, that's an 18 to hit.
Woohoo! And you're trying to hit the skinny one?
So the big guy that's right in front of
big guy.
Armand, I'm aiming, taking his shot. First one I sail. Second one is going to hit him in the face.
Yeah. Roll that nasty damage.
And that is going to be... Oh, come on. That is a 5 plus the 10, so 15.
And that's with your modifier as well?
Yeah, that's everything on it. That added, it was only like 5 damage plus the 10 for my sharpshooter.
Hey, man.
But then at the end, you'll see the swarm of insects. Once on my turn, I can use them to either add damage, try and push him, whatever. I'm going to try to... I'm going to try and push him 15 feet horizontally away from Armand with my swarm. He's got to make a DC strength saving of a DC 13.
Okay.
So come on.
Oh, Bugs, go, Bugs, go, Bugs!
Just a strength save of 13.
I'm sorry to say he gets like a 20, dirty 20.
Okay. You know, they hit against him trying to push him back, but yeah.
He's a big boy.
Okay. How far away is everybody from me now?
So currently you have...
I haven't moved from where I was.
Yeah, so 5 feet in front of your left, you have Armand, who's up on that big bald boy. And then you have Baroness, who's probably about 8 to 10 feet from you on the webbing between the cart, between the dwarf and the woman and the skinny half-elf now. And then you hear Sini coming from behind you.
Okay. I will just... Is there any, like, bushes, trees around? If there is, I'm just going to try and step over to get maybe a half cover, quarter, something. Just tuck in to where I can start picking people up.
Perfect.
I'll
What race
stay
are you
there.
again?
The Eladrin elf.
Right. How tall are you, would you say? Oh my gosh. Hey, get out of
I
here.
would say he
Your
is
voices.
a little short for his race, so probably, I don't know, 6 foot tall. He's not very overly
Okay.
large for an elf.
Yeah, no, easily. There's a tree directly to your back right. You guys just came through the foliage and growth, but there's a tree to your back right that you can easily dip around using only like 10 feet of your movement.
Yep. I'll just move around where I can
Okay.
kind of hide cover and still see everything. And I'm still
Okay.
concentrating on my web to keep it in place.
Yeah, you've got 3/4 cover with that. You literally just
Sweet
have
action.
the head pointing out. Okay,
That's
last.
my-
Sini.
Danny, right. So I don't see anything yet,
You
right?
don't see anything?
Ah!
Okay, no, not yet. You see as Jandar actually comes out from the bushes and moves around a tree and is looking over the bushes. So you see something and you hear commotion going on, yells of combat.
And I can see Jandar looking at something. So I'm going to go towards what he's looking at
Okay.
with my maul raised. And I have 25 feet of movement. So what am I, 5 feet away at this point?
Yeah, you've got it.
Okay.
You move like 10 feet in, that moves you through the bushes, and you see within 5 feet Armand, the woman, and the half-elf. And then beyond Armand is the tall, buff guy.
And one is close. Like I see Armand like bleeding,
Yeah,
and there's somebody close to him, right?
yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna come in and I can't cast 2 concentrations at the same time, right? If I casted another concentration, it would break the one.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm just gonna go with my big old maul and go after the guy, the skinny guy by Armand, right? He's got the skinny guy, not the big guy. Because
Armand's got the big guy. And then,
okay, big guy it is.
Okay.
Let's go. So it's a +5 to hit.
Okay, roll a d20. You also notice that from the big guy's knee is a long arrow like Jandar's arrows, and he is barely standing on that leg anymore.
So I got a 12. So I add 5 to that, right? 17.
17, yeah. That'll
All
hit.
right. That'll hit. It's a because I'm a fighting great weapon fighter, right? That's 2d6 plus 2 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
So 3 and 4, 7, 8, 9.
9 damage in total.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, yeah. I'm taking my big old maul and I am literally just
Make him short.
Yep,
Right.
make him shorter.
right, because he's a tall guy, and bonk on his head and
Oh.
with all of my might and
Okay.
say, "You shall not." And I'm just stuck in my words.
You shall not. And just
Jen
first,
Armand moment.
you crack him in the legs with your
Very much
first
so.
swing.
Very much.
And just swipe his legs out from under him as you just hear the snap of his kneecap against your maul as he crumples to the ground in pain. And he just kind of looks up at you and just, stop it! As he just has like a hand up. As for those watching, I have different unconscious rules. When you drop to 0 or beyond, you are in unconscious, but it's where you are still semi-conscious. You cannot do any skills, you cannot use anything, all your concentration spells fall the same way falling unconscious does, but you can still like move, crawl. That's all you can pretty much do within 5 feet. But yeah, he's on the ground, bleeding profusely and kind of going in and out of consciousness, just hands over his head, having dropped his great club.
Action. That's an action. That's an action.
That was only one of your attacks. You still have a second attack.
Oh, do I get? I thought. Okay, I do get 2.
You do.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
extra attack. When making an attack action, you can make 2 attacks rather than 1. but he's down. So like, if I hit him again, that adds to his death. That takes away from.
Oh yeah, he ain't moving if you hit him again.
Okay, yeah. Do I have to roll to hit him?
I would say roll with advantage just in case because you get advantage. And if you nat 20 hit.
I got a 8 plus 5 is 12.
Okay.
Should I roll it again?
Yep, roll again.
Ooh, 4.
Okay, 12 actually does hit.
Okay. So
you don't
4
need roll damage.
Okay.
As you just
I'm
bring
just
them
like,
all up.
I am so offended that this man we just came in asking for what was going on, and I'm just filled with holy rage.
I'm doing this for God. As you just swipe his legs, and then in one fell swoop, he hits the ground. Ah! And pa! And like the cracking watermelon, you just hear his skull,
Yes!
pa!
Melons!
As he just falls unconscious, possibly dead, possibly not. All right, that is your 2 attacks, your movement. Do you have any bonus actions you would like to do?
No bonus actions. I will move towards the witch, the old woman.
Yeah, the old woman. If you move towards her, you will begin to get into the webbing, and you'll have to make a dex save.
Oh, I got none dex.
You should do it anyway. Just do it. Just
Yeah, because she told us it was okay. She's lied to me. How dare you? So yeah, I will move. I will move towards the witch.
Okay, make a dex save. It's just a woman.
All right. It's just
How
a
dare
woman.
You call her a witch with a capital B.
16.
Yeah!
16. You weirdly, as this janky dwarf with a massive maul just hopping around and through these webs, as you are good to go right there within 5 feet of her when it's your next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Jandar's actually really, really impressed watching this nimble feat of movement. Like,
Yeah, nimble
Wow.
feet.
Baroness
Write
is
this
like,
down.
That's
yeah!
right.
write this down for our next show.
Yeah, Baroness is like, yeah. She's like shaking the web with her. Okay, it is now the last two's turn. The woman is going to try and get out of the webbing.
Fail.
That.
I'm gonna shake the web harder, trying to make her stuck. Stay.
Would you like to use your reaction to do so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Do
nice.
it.
I like doing a lot more with reactions in my game. So in my games, if you want to give someone a warning or give them a word of advice, like if you find out a weakness of a creature and it's not your turn, then you can use your reaction to say, I think, like 3 syllables to give them a warning or an idea on how better to combat a creature. But using your reaction for something like this is just fun. Rule of cool. So she's going to have disadvantage on this, and she rolled exactly a 13. So we'll see what this is. Wow! That is a 12. It was 1 lower, so she fails.
Nice.
You jerk. As she's tearing herself out, but at that same moment you wiggle, and almost like when you whip a piece of rope and it has that trail, you move your body and it and hits her again right as she's turning her back to run and pulls her right back in.
Catches her one tooth.
Many obscenities come from her mouth.
But we can't hear her because she's got webbing in her mouth.
Get out of here.
It goes to me.
Ads. There we go. I just looped this one. Stupid ad. Okay. That
good
is
stuff.
her turn. It is now the dwarf's turn, because the dwarf is also restrained. He's got to try and break out. Because I think, restrained. Restrained 5e. Just need to make sure. Where are
And
you?
use their strength check to try and get out on their turn.
And its attack rolls.
Against my 13.
Yeah,
Yep,
and its attack rolls have disadvantage.
correct.
So, the dwarf is actually, since he has a crossbow, he's just going to try and pull it up and level it directly at you, Baroness. As that is a natural 17. So I'm going to assume that will hit, but I have disadvantage.
And I have uncanny dodge.
Hey, so you'll take half
Ooh,
damage.
yes.
Oh no, you just used your reaction to shake
Uh-oh.
the web to catch her. Get wrecked!
No. Ah.
And
See if the
that's
tooth
a
web
natural
catches that.
18 on the die.
Ah.
I'm sorry. But hey, thankfully it's a light crossbow. Yay!
Obscenity has now come forth from my mouth.
You're like, haha, you catch her, and then at that same moment that you turn around and just whip the web onto her, and she's pulled back. You're like, yeah! And then you feel a burning, piercing pain in your back right rib cage as you take a bolt directly in, as it skewers and burns through. As you take... What? 11 points of piercing damage. That is his.
I yell out. Can I yell out? I told you. It doesn't protect from weapons. You silly woman.
I'm gonna go.
As you're now stuck in another point of contact as the bolt went through one of the webs. And it's now every time you move, you feel it jostling.
I thought it was just my foot stuck in because I was
It's
walking
now
on.
more because you whipped it. Use that sexy, seducing body roll. No, it's
Just like you did right there.
Yeah,
Totally.
just like I did right here.
I read that in the player's handbook. That's definitely a move.
It's a real it's a move. It's one of the actions you can do. Sensual body roll. But no, it's not through another.
Immediately
point of
fails. 0 charisma.
contact. But that is everyone's turn. We are back up at the top. Baroness.
Am I still within 5 feet of the door? That
You're
just
within
skewered
5
me?
feet of like all of them.
Awesome. I am gonna swing my rapier around and try and stab him back.
Heck yeah, you have disadvantage on the attack.
Can I use advantage to cancel that out?
Yes, you can if you have one to use. Totally.
I have 2 to
Yeah.
use, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
use one of my. I'm gonna use one of my advantages.
The Michael Jackson Player's Handbook moves. That's hilarious.
All right. 18.
18 will hit.
12 plus 6 to hit. Yes.
Fantastic.
All right. And does this
This does.
sneak attack since he's
no.
within 5 feet? No. Okay.
Well, is that what it is? What type of rogue are you?
I am rogue, plain rogue. It
Yes.
says once per turn deal plus 3d6 extra damage to a creature
What's your
hit if it's
subclass
not.
as rogue?
Scout.
Scout. Okay, no. You would have to have another ally within. Oh wait. No, it wouldn't. Okay, sorry.
I was gonna say he's within 5 feet,
He is, but you would need advantage.
and it didn't work because I used it to cancel out the disadvantage. Okay. So just normal hit.
Just normal hit.
D6
It's a rapier, right?
plus. Yeah, it's a rapier.
D8.
It says. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was looking at the short bow.
You're fine.
1d8 plus piercing damage.
That's what I'm here for. To have stupid knowledge that won't help.
3
you in
plus
real
3,
life.
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage as you carve into him. Do you do the same style of tiara that you tried to do, or that you did on the woman, or?
No, this is just angry, like, how dare you hit me? Stab, stab.
Okay. He shoots you. Ah! Oh! Ah! Stop it! He's
You
trying
shot
to
me
load,
first!
He's trying to load another bolt, but he's getting stuck with the webbing. So that's your action.
I'm trying to hit him behind me since I'm skewed to the web.
You shot me first, stop it!
Okay, Armand.
All right, so we have Lanky Boyfriend,
Yep.
Spinach Chin, and the
Yep.
Dwarf left.
Yep.
All right.
No, the dwarf!
Dwarf's within a 5-foot reach for me still.
Yeah, still.
All right, Armand takes a sweep up for the first attack.
Okay.
That's going to be a 16 on the roll, so that's going to be 21 on the hit.
Yeah.
22, I'm sorry, 22 on the hit.
Beautiful.
Okay, no, it doesn't hit anymore. You actually hit under. We're going old school rules.
You swung too hard.
Yeah, you swung too hard.
I
It
overswung.
went too far.
I took out the sky.
Yeah.
It
Let's
swings
see.
all the way back over, hits the ground.
Let's see. So that's going to be 1d8 plus 3. So that's going to be 8 points of damage on the first.
Yeah. You cut up through next attack.
Swing up. Second across. Ooh. That's going to be an 8.
8.
And then as a bonus action,
Okay.
let's see. We are going to use the shield as a push to
Nice.
shove
Oh,
the.
yeah, because you have Shield
Nice.
Master. Heck yeah.
That's right.
So,
To shove back 5 feet.
and so it's a what save for him, or do you just roll an attack?
Let's see. I have to find it on here. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
I have it on 3 separate sheets for the extra notes I had to take.
This is too inspirational music. I need this back.
It's because we were about to win. Come on.
Hey, get out of here.
It doesn't spec from the page in the handbook. Let's see. If you aren't incapacitated, you can add your shield's AC bonus to any dex saving throw if you're subject to it.
Master.
Nope. It just says if you take the attack action on your turn.
If you aren't in
Yeah, there's no spec on it.
Contested strength, maybe?
try and shove. Oh. Let me see. Yeah, just roll an attack using your strength and your proficiency.
Come on, knock him over.
So that's going to be a +6 on that. That's going to be a 7.
Okay. I'd also wait a 7.
Yeah, 7 total.
I'd
I rolled a
you-
1.
I'd like you to roll another
Oh.
d20 for me.
Oh no.
I almost got away with it.
Oh no.
7.
Still gets stuck in the web. Come on.
Okay.
That was a 7 on the roll.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So you rolled a 1 the first time around?
Uh-oh.
Maybe.
Okay. So effectively what happens is you are able to move up, but you get stuck in the web as you begin to do the shield bash this time, because you could reach with the sword just fine. But the shield, you have to get a little closer.
Step
you
in.
do hit him, and he gets hit. Ugh! But the web catches him and slingshots him back in. As he's trying to load his crossbow at that moment, so his bolt goes into
least
your
gets dislodged.
shoulder.
Ouch.
As you take, instead of the usual damage for it, it's just going to be a d4, since it's just going to be acting like a dagger. Come on, give me my d4. You take 3 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, it hurts, doesn't it? Don't let him do that.
He's used to
Nice.
this. Armand's used to this. Just another day on the battlefield.
Armand's eyes glaze, and he looks off in the distance.
Ah, yes.
Choppers.
763. It was a good year.
They're in the trees! Okay. So that's your action, bonus action, attack, and now you're stuck in the webs as well.
Welcome to the party.
Jandar's creamy webs are now encircling so many people.
You made it weird, dude.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Took it there.
You're welcome.
You took it there. Okay, after Armand, it's the big boy who is unconscious / dead, and Skinny Boy. Skinny Boy is going to try and, because he's facing the woman. Yeah, he's going to try and attack Sini, as she just knocked out his big buddy.
Oh yeah, you betcha I did.
With
Don't
disadvantage.
kill him, just incapacitate him. I want to keep that one.
Well, he tries to make a slash out at you and just can't. He can't quite pull his arm around to make that attack from the webbing, just really restricting him. So that's going to end his turn. It is now
I'm coming for you, buddy.
Big Boy's turn. Okay. And now Armand. Nope, you don't get to go again. Jandar. Muted, you sweet bunny ogre.
There we go. So, lady, she's very damaged.
Very damaged.
Okay, and then
Dwarf.
tall guy's
very
on the ground.
damaged.
Skinny guy, how's he
Skinny
looking?
guy, he's moving around. He hasn't really taken any damage.
Okay. I'm going to just take the first shot, normal shot, at the female. Try and put her out of her misery.
Okay.
That is going to be an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. And you're hitting Baroness, correct?
Of course.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna try and skip it off her armor to hit this old lady in the face.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it.
That works. Yeah.
Hold on. What was my damage there? It is
Happy Gilmore style.
6 points of damage
6
on that
points.
first shot.
Okay, you fire the first shot as she's still trying to pull back, and that little bit of white creamy web is still attached to her back. As she tries to pull back, and she's still trying to pull herself away like a resistance band. As you fire and catch her in the back right of the shoulder, and her,
Chunklet.
He's still up.
still up but barely.
I'll take a second shot at
Yeah,
her
come
again.
on.
I'm just gonna
Do
pull her
it.
again. Yeah, that's
Don't
a
let
23
people
to
steal
hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. How do you want to do this?
That's 6 points of damage. But so the first one thumps her as she looks up. She's gonna probably, I don't know who she's making eye contact with there in the webs, but you're gonna see the arrow protrude out and push her eye
Oh!
out forward.
Okay.
Takes the hit.
She
I
tries and pulls, and as the silky, drippy, creamy web is.
You, my pretty.
She steps forward right as the arrow clocks her right in the back of the head, and hanging from the front point of the bolt, or from the arrow, is her eyeball. As she falls limp, and it's actually pulled back, hitting into the skinny guy.
Take that for your poor hygiene, hag.
And he just
Nice.
starts screaming.
I see what
Okay.
you did there.
But that's your action.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I can. I don't think I can use. No, since she's down. Well, can I have my swarm do my extra d6 piercing damage to her to make sure she doesn't get back up?
Certainly. You
So
know,
the swarm
yeah,
pushes her even further onto the ground.
yes. Literally, they like termites to wood, just come in cover and start to burrow quickly, cutting and biting through the hole already made in the head.
Nice.
And you see as the body twitches a bit, but it doesn't seem from her own movement, but from that of messing with the brain.
Nice. And I will just now look to the next one and pull another arrow. Get ready for the next one.
Baroness is sick.
It's my turn.
Baroness, make a con save. Next up is Sini.
Okay, so at this point, all that is existing is the dwarf.
And the skinny guy.
And skinny guy, yes.
And
Baroness's boyfriend.
And future Baron.
Baron,
The future Baron.
future Baron, right?
Oh, please.
But I see that Baroness has taken some damage,
Yeah.
and Armand has taken quite a bit of damage.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so even though I feel like things are going better, I'm gonna cast aid, which is not concentration, by the way, which bolsters allies with toughness and resolve and gives everybody 5 extra hit points. And each target hit point is maximum, and current hit points increase by 5. And I can do this to up to 3 people. So my 3 allies, that's what I'm gonna do. Do I have to hit? Spells are wacky.
No, you just...
I just do it.
You just
I just give aid. I don't think, well, Jendar at least gets 5 extra HP because he's not been hit yet, right?
Yeah.
But,
Nope.
and I'm just gonna holler out, keep doing what you're doing!
A
Dear
s-
bless you!
A sword salute is sent out from Armand. As he's within the webs, he gets his arms so far out as it's pulled back in. Alright, that is your action. Do you have a bonus action or movement you would like to try and do, Sini?
I can't do an attack as a bonus with my maul, right? That's only if I hit first. Right. Yeah, no, Yeah, no, that's it.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm just gonna stay there and concentrate on Baroness having her little protection from good and evil.
Oh, one red. Thank you so much for all the gift subs. Dang.
Yay, 1 red. Woo-woo!
Dang, my ADHD train of thought. Right, last but not least, it is the dwarf. The dwarf pulled back in from just dipping just the tip into your shoulder, Armand, and then flying right back. Will finish loading his crossbow, and will try and fire again at Baroness.
Better not.
That would be a natural 10 and a natural 5. So the 5 will in fact miss, and goes right past and actually gets stuck by your feet in the webbing.
You jerk face!
Yeah, and he can't now. He just used his action. No, that's all he can do. That's the end of his turn. Back up to the top, Baroness.
Come on, honey, I believe in
yell.
you.
Do something. Get out of there. Go.
I'm trying to see if I get out of the web, does that take my action? Okay, I'm going to stay in the web and try to stab the dwarf again with my
Okay.
rapier.
Currently from the deep web, you're trying to kill someone.
Yes.
Roll for attack
Get
with
off.
disadvantage.
With disadvantage,
Unless you want to
A
use
7.
your last advantage.
or an 8. So 7 plus 6 to hit, so 13.
That'll exactly hit.
Yes! Alright.
Get off of me.
D8. 8 plus 3. 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. What does it look like?
Since I'm still stuck facing forward, it looks like me going, get off of me!
Here. I'm not trying to. And then you just feel the heavy body on your back.
He's touching me, he's touching me!
You feel the hot, sweaty beard, almost like a scarf on your neck.
Nope.
He feels poor!
But you wanted to marry him.
Not the dwarf!
He's a skinny dwarf.
Hey.
Jandar, you got 2 more advantages, and everyone else gets 1. Thank you, Rinrev.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
People are
Ren-Ren.
about to die.
Okay, that's your action. Would you like to try a bonus action of anything?
I only get an offhand attack with
Yeah, so you can
I have a
just
light
keep
weapon
stabbing
in
the
the other
body.
hand. Can I call out to the skinny guy and be like, want to join us instead of die? Or is that another action?
No. That you can just say that. You're just speaking on your turn. Okay, you say that.
Yeah.
That's the end of your turn. Armand, your turn.
Armand. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, how does he react? Yeah.
Very confused.
Armand turns to the stick figure and he says, "You! Either you engage with the snoo with our friend Baroness, or your life is over."
The snooze.
I knew.
Nice.
Good heavens. That's your turn? Is that
I didn't go to a Josh level of that, okay? I kept it clean.
Yeah, thank you.
John, I'm sure it's John approved.
We need some level of appropriateness to this stream.
Okay. As he bears his blade down towards him, he gives him
okay.
this warning.
Intimidate!
Intimidation, yes.
Okay, roll for intimidation.
It's a +3. Ooh. Good luck. 20. Dirty 20.
30, 20. Okay. Is that your turn?
Noosh
'Cause
knew it
it's-
is.
It's then his.
Who'd you
My blade is at his throat, right?
Okay.
So-
Okay.
Snoo. Who knew snoo?
There we go.
Instead of death by
There we
snoo,
go.
it's death or snoo.
So you will get an
So
attack of
dead.
opportunity on him, Armand.
He's running
and
away.
Baroness as he finally is able to tear himself from the web and just starts booking it.
You should take offense to that now.
You both in your attacks will have disadvantage on the attack as you're both still in the web.
I want to use one of my advantages to cancel
Okay.
out that disadvantage.
That's right, baby. Go get your man. You go get your man.
I think she can take care of this one. I don't know if I want to be around to
Okay.
see what's going to happen next.
Okay.
It's D20. 9 plus 6 to hit.
That'll
15.
hit.
How very dare you!
Go
And,
weird.
and because you have an ally within 5 feet, you get your sneak attack damage.
Yes. So that's 2 plus 3 piercing damage and my sneak attack of 3d6s
Take his Achilles.
plus 11. So, what did I say?
No.
Like, did I say 4? Was that 3 or 4?
I
Plus
don't-
3, so it's...
I'm just
let
afraid
me
of
look
what
back
Josh
at
is
my
going to say when
previous
this is
rolls.
done.
I don't know,
One
15,
final
15
thrust.
total.
Have
15
your
total.
sharp
15 total.
How dare you!
What does it look like?
Looks like a single tear rolling down
Oh.
my cheek. I'm not that bad.
nice.
As you freeze in the moment with your eyes closed and with a full swing, as he's running away, finally out of it, she slices him on both Achilles in one swing.
Yes.
As
That's
his
it.
knees hit the ground first. Gosh dang it, Ad, stop it.
His feet.
She
we
left
go.
that image as a lasting impression for him.
Just slice as his knees hit first, and then
The last
butt
snapshot
in
of his
the
eyes.
air, his face hits the ground, and then goes unconscious.
Like that.
Baroness, you can open your eyes now. I think you did it.
Oh!
Oh,
And
no.
she's dead.
Oh,
She
no.
dies of a heartbreak. Okay, you guys are out of combat. We have 30 minutes left.
So, okay, can we?
How far away am I from the thing that they had broken apart and the last one that they were standing around?
Hello! Welcome back! You killed him. He went butt up, ass up, face down. Dead. Or unconscious.
I
It was his final
tear threw my rapier at him.
Oh.
I'm not that bad.
Okay, you threw your rapier. Okay. Similar thing. He still falls to the ground, but his stomach's kind of up a little bit because it went right through his stomach, and so he's just kind of like a little caterpillar.
It looks like he's trying to do the worm.
Downward
Yeah,
facing
he's trying to do the
dog.
worm, exactly.
Yes.
Okay. End of combat. You guys are going around to look at the bodies. I would like everyone to make an investigation check who's trying to look and figure out what it was that they found.
Yeah,
Nice.
definitely try to find that piece of paper she was holding.
Yes.
Going
9.
to investigation.
9. Okay.
Going to
A
use
one.
one of my advantages.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do the same thing.
Yeah,
Sure.
buddy.
Do I still have one?
I have no idea.
I think I
Much
do.
better.
Oh,
Or
Probably. I don't think you've used any of your advantages yet.
natural 20.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank
16.
you, Rinrab.
16. Baroness, what'd you get?
investigation.
I got a 1.
Oh.
Not a nat 1. It was a 2, but I have -1 to investigation.
Yeah, 11.
Yeah. Sini,
I st-
you're currently consoling Baroness as she's kneeling next to the dead body.
Nobody likes me.
That
honey,
little
the
twig lights
protection-
are around you.
the protection. Just think of it like the protection of good and evil. He was not a good guy. He was just not a good guy. Good guys don't try to stab you in the back. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're right. And he was kind of a thief.
Of an
Well, you're
enveloping
kind of
hug.
you're kind of a thief, but it's okay. But you're a good thief. He was a bad thief. They killed
Armand
someone.
gives her a pat on the head.
The enveloping hug of all of my little friends are kind of patting you, like making a cloak around you, patting you on the back.
Armand
consoling you.
definitely steps away when this is happening.
Please make it stop.
I think no raid.
Jandar and Armand, as you look through the bodies and for the different items, Jandar, you come to a piece that Armand actually was thinking of, the piece of paper that the woman was clutching. You're able to kind of break the fingers to get it out, because somehow rigor mortis has already set in, because medical...
Does she have any bugs?
Sure.
Does she have any bugs on her?
There's still bugs that are kind of...
I'll gather a few.
Okay.
I'll gather a few.
Do you hand the
And any
letter
new
to
ones.
Armand?
Sure.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
while
well, there
you're
you go.
gathering the bugs, you're like,
Oh yeah, I'm like, here, look at this. And I'll keep gathering.
priorities.
For the next time I die.
Oh
Thanks.
yeah, of course.
Thanks.
I gotta bring you back somehow. Oh, I will also hit you with a healing word too.
Oh, good.
Or sorry, cure wounds, my bad.
Slaps you with a healing word.
Cure wounds.
Okay.
Either way.
So are the rest of us just
Thank you.
bleeding out, or is everybody get cure wounds?
No, the rest of you just bleed out.
Just him right now, unless somebody
right.
else needs one.
Suck it up.
You get 8.
Dang.
I'm on get 8. Yep. Who else needs help? Everybody?
No,
Fine.
I think Baroness is fine.
Okay.
No, Baroness needs healing. Sini, I don't even think was hit.
Sorry, you get
I'm
4.
5 points down.
You get 4.
Aw,
Yay,
so
thank you.
close.
That should fix
Okay.
your heart.
I almost
Yeah.
feel better.
That was from the bugs. They gave you a hug, and now you feel better.
Armand,
Like, this is comforting but creepy.
Armand, as you unwrap the crushed and wrinkled letter, you see a symbol under the broken seal. With your already rolled investigation check of, I think you said 16?
Mhm.
That is exactly enough. As you see from the crumbs of wax, it looks as if it was once a crown made of feathers. You recognize this to be the royal seal of the king of the Holy Empire. The letter is or was folded into thirds before being crumpled in a hand. Do you open it up?
Well, I stop for a moment and I turn. My friends, we are embroiled in something bigger than we have ever been before. Do you know what this is? And he points out the crown and explains it to them. And also, as a side move, he takes his sword, and because it offends his finer sensibilities, he cuts the 2 hairs from the woman's chin. It really bothers him.
Nice.
Oh, shoot. That is the king's seal. I know exactly what that is.
Art, art, art.
As far as breaking the seal,
It's kind of already
Oh,
broken.
no.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, due to the woman grabbing it. It's like I said, the wax seal is like broken into pieces.
see, unfortunately, because of his background, he can't, so he hands it off to Baroness.
She
She's-
definitely can.
yoink.
She definitely can.
She like
100% she can. Yep.
Working around the rules.
very
Oh, darn.
very
Whoops.
very similar
Whoops,
to
it
Princess
broke.
and the Frog, how
Yeah.
the Tiana's friend quickly gets done up from the crying and is ready to go again.
Yeah, just like, hello, you need me? And she just
I
like,
have something for you
oh,
to look
man.
at.
I think this seal is broken. And she like flips it so it opens. But oh, what an accident. And then she reads it.
So the first flap, as you begin to open it, it reads, "This letter is desired for the eyes of Baron Fuller Gridiron. Any and all persons who are not the aforementioned party cease reading me, blah, blah," and you're like, blah, 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 okay, yeah.
Oh, I hate him. He's such a tool.
Yeah, high crime, imprisonment, death, yeah, whatever, okay. And you open up the letter fully.
You just tore that tag off a mattress, you're good.
Literally. The rest of the letter reads as such. Let me change the music, because this doesn't
It's her
feel
kid's
right.
drawing from elementary school. That's all it was.
It reads, Baron Fuller Aaron Gridiron, You are directed by King Nicolaus Aronius IV to cease your conquest upon the Fae. Your actions have disturbed the treaty so long upheld between the armies of attrition. Your actions in ignorance cause turmoil throughout the tithes. You guys would know the tithes are the 10 different areas of the Holy Empire. And if your actions continue, you will be dishonorably released as Baron. All your holdings and status stripped. Your family will be thrown out and you will be put to death before them. From hence you are warned. If response does not come within a fortnight, Sun and Sickle will march upon your lands to retrieve what you steal from the hands of our Lord and King, King Saronius IV. This and all put forth by the hand of the King. Do not find his staying hand as mercy, but of a reflection of your years of servitude. Send your reply with the king's messenger, Courier Damien, Hathenfort. If any harm comes to the courier Hathenfort, it will be a high crime against the hand that delivers it. Written by script, transcribed by Quill of the King Keeper, Adolis. And you're like, as you're reading this, you kind of look up towards the courier, who you assume is Damien Hathenfort.
Well,
He's dressed like a courier, not like a baron.
Yeah, he's dressed like a courier.
I always knew they were bad news. His daughter is an awful twit. Huh. Well, what are we gonna do now? Because this is bad. This is very bad.
Did Baroness read this aloud?
Yes, I would assume.
I was covering my ears the whole time.
I'm over looking in the cart. She's reading it out. I'm like, okay. And I'm already looking around.
I don't want to hear. Just tell me what we need to do next.
Baroness, do you know where this baron? Do you know him? Do you know where he lives? Is he close? I feel like we should get this letter to him. It's important.
Side note, as a noble and also of the same level of nobility, I would know this guy, right?
Roll a history check.
Ooh,
If you were
come
not,
on, baby.
if you're
One's
not
a real
baron,
proficient
one's not.
Big
in
money,
it,
big money,
I
come
will
on.
give you proficiency with this.
One's
I
a
am
baron,
not
one's
proficient.
Okay, then you will get.
Wait, yes, I am.
Oh, okay.
I am proficient.
Okay.
I got a 15 plus 2, 17.
17. You would know of Baron Gridiron. He earned his last name because these are in the days where you didn't just have a last name. It was given to you via title or that of what job you worked. Gridiron earned the title as he was... trying to find the right words for it. But he was a soldier within Sun and Sickle. The Sun and Sickle is out of the armies. He's strong, powerful, and very devout to the king. The fact that he's going against the wishes that you would all know living within the Holy Empire, that the Fae are respected and feared at the same time. So it's just like you keep your separate worlds to yourselves. The fact that he's breaking this means quite a lot. He can be a bit of a twit, same with his daughter. But it's more of like just a royal twit, the way many royals can just be twits because they are above their station and have been for so long that it's commonplace.
Speak for yourself. Yeah. Yeah, so this is very strange. This should not be happening, and we are going to be in big, big trouble if they find out that we have this. I'm going to roll it back up. We didn't see this. We never saw this. We had nothing to do with it. Or, actually, why don't we
I don't know
take
what
all
you're
the dead
talking about.
bodies? Okay. Long story short, this other Baron guy is bad, and he is attacking the Fae, and the king is saying stop it. And if anything happens to that dead courier guy over there, it's a really, really big deal, and the people that did it are going to be killed by the king.
But we didn't do it.
No, and in fact, we killed the people that killed him. So really, we're heroes here, and we should definitely
You
talk
would,
up that point.
You'd see Jandar over kneeling by the lady, and looking at the brand on her arm. And I would hold her arm up with a knife in my hand and say, shall I just take the proof off of her and we can go show the king?
Proof.
Creepy,
Heads,
but
whole bodies, something.
it's lighter.
Look at Armand and say, which would probably be better? I'm not really a courtly type.
It would all depend on how much of a bug collection you would like later.
Say less.
Less to carry, though, so I would say yes. We would probably be best cutting her 2 pieces, disposing of everything that we have done here as well.
Drag the knife across, cutting that skin off like a to take the whole brand.
Okay.
We should take a piece of the courier's clothes too as proof that, like, hey, we found him. These are the people that did it. We killed them. Here's your letter back.
Should we bury them all? I think we should bury them.
We should do it quick because we don't want suspicion cast that we caused all of this.
Right? Do I have a shovel? No.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh.
I don't think any of you have a shovel within your
Probably no.
I pick up the foot of the guy that I thought was cute but now hate. I was like, do you want to help me hide a body?
Also, the sigil that you guys see looks like this.
Is that on her arm or on the
Oh,
letter?
beautiful.
That is on her arm. So it looks exactly like that, and it's both facing different ways, as it seems. I just put it on the red background because it looks awesome.
So she's related to Prince.
Oh, nobody sees it.
Yeah, it's not on the stream.
Oh, you guys
It's not
don't
on
see it
stream.
What the?
No.
Because it's secret.
Ah, boo.
Keep it safe.
So cool.
Well, it's red,
Yeah.
and it looks like a cross
Throw it in the
and an
discard.
inverted cross, and yeah, put it.
Let me see.
Make it your background.
Make it your
Yeah,
background.
that's it. Make it your
Shut up.
background.
I would if
Keep
I
it
had
secret. Keep it safe.
Yeah.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe. Okay. So
It looks like lightsabers to me, but that's
It
not
is.
this.
How'd you
That's
know?
not this realm.
It's like a Sputnik.
There we
there
go.
we go.
That's
There
it.
it is. That. Except on a piece of skin.
Wait, what? How come I
I
don't
still
see
don't
any?
see anything. It's still
It's-
black.
Stream
What
is
the
still
heck?
black. Stream is still black.
What
Come on.
happened?
You
It's
broke
black.
it.
I broke
Ruh-roh.
it.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
They
Oh,
don't want to see what
for,
we're
What
doing
the-
with
oh,
the
for
corpses.
Christ's sake.
Oh,
the
no.
It
symbol.
looks really, really cool, though.
It's all on
This-
fire.
The
Everything.
symbol. Who cares?
Everyone's dying.
That's right. No
See,
witnesses.
that's what you see when you cross Baroness.
They
Okay,
can't
quick.
see us.
Let's rifle their pockets while nobody's
Dispose of
looking.
the corpses
Oh,
while they
nobody
can't
can
see.
see.
Quick.
Yes, I want to go through pockets.
Okay.
This streams the inner mind.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely.
Ah,
See, Josh, this is why we can't have nice things.
I know. See, why do you
No,
think
he
I
can't
didn't
see.
do?
That's the problem.
Oh my gosh. Give me a second. Okay, OBS. You guys keep figuring it out. Did that work? Did that bring up? Okay, it's showing that,
Starting soon.
but it's
Gee.
Okay, everybody, we're starting soon.
Hmm.
Now,
for it.
imagine you're standing
Quick,
in a
pick your
field
nose.
and there's a river, and in the river are 5 dead bodies floating down the river.
And a little
Where did
halfling
the fifth one
tugging
come
at them,
from?
trying to get them to go faster.
Skinny guy, big guy, old one.
Oh,
Who's the fifth one?
I don't
Cindy's
know what
just
I
carrying
did.
around a dead body.
Well, there was the four
Courier.
bad guys and
Before they
the
attacked.
courier.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the
so we have more
courier.
than we have
Gotcha.
more than 5 bodies here.
Well, but we can't bury them, so we have to look for a way to dispose of them. What not better than a river?
I have bugs.
Jandar's bugs.
They'll recycle. Ready to
Right. Go.
We're all about recycling.
Let's, everybody
Do you have domestic
turn,
beetles?
Okay.
turn away.
There you
Video
go.
input and that's it.
Hey.
I do a recycling roll. Ready to go.
Gosh.
All right. So what
That
you
was so
couldn't
weird.
see.
What you couldn't see was this. That's it. It's not even that good. That's all you get to see. Congrats. I'm so sorry.
Now, everybody, chat. How close was your theater of the mind to that?
Yeah.
It was
Is that
so
what you
close.
pictured with our descriptions?
So close. Okay, sorry. Really quick, since we have 13, probably 10 minutes left, so then I can still close. What are you guys doing?
I just finished
Let's-
rifling the rest of the bodies and
Okay, you
seeing if
find
there's stuff.
120 gold
Ooh.
across the 4 bodies. These
Is
do not
Armand
look
helping?
like the
Money?
people to have 120 gold.
So they were hired by someone else.
Because they are smelly.
Yeah,
Yep.
Armand.
and one of them's a dwarf, just like Baroness would say.
Of course she was.
You
I
messed
like
up.
Hey.
elves.
You're messed up.
Okay, this. Was it a Hildorf or the other one?
Yeah, probably Hildorf.
Oh,
Sorry, there's not a lot of mountain dwarves in these areas. Not many.
not a lot of
mountains.
Mondors.
Hey, Pat,
I
we
don't
can't all
think
be
they
as good
should
luck.
have that much money.
Pat, shut up.
I tried
What
to
about
defend you,
what
Josh. Come
about
on.
in the barrels? What did we find in the barrels?
The barrels,
One that
had
it
taken
seems
off.
to just be feed. Like it's everyone make
Here, buddy.
an intelligence check.
Got it. Hey, Pat, can you do a
If it-
mock-up
if
of
it
Josh's
is-
sketch?
If it is feed,
Something way
we
better.
oh god,
Thicker sticks.
intelligence. I just rolled a
I'm
4.
stupid.
So 15.
Intelligence.
Intelligence,
You are
just
stupid,
a
but
check.
that's okay. What did Baroness get though?
I got
I'm
a
minus
16
1.
minus 1, so 15.
Hey,
I'm not
Three.
that dumb.
you
Just
got
a straight up
3
check.
Cinny. Oh god,
It's like a barrel of
Cinny, you
monkeys
roll
with
great
stick
when it
figures.
comes to combat.
That's what matters.
That's
You don't
what
need to be smart to bump things on the head. Just saying.
You got 5, Jendar? Okay,
Yep.
Baroness, you got 15, and Armand
15.
15. Okay, perfect. Both of you guys can tell
Teamwork.
that it seems like this courier was legitimately just traveling with this message. There was nothing else on this cart of any worth. It seems like it was all just a facade to make it look like he was a merchant of sorts to deliver this to the hands of the Baron.
Is that what they were talking about when they said we found it? The piece of letter or something
You do notice
that was in the false bottom?
Yes, it was in the false bottom.
Okay.
So
Mm.
that's what helps support this hypothesis. Yes, Baroness.
Gotcha.
You know, guys, I've been shopping a lot, and I have never purchased anything from a merchant like this. This guy is a hot mess. He is not a merchant.
I'm gonna go feed the pony. There's a lot of
Yes.
food here.
There's a lot
I'm
of
gonna
food.
feed the. I'm gonna take some to the party pony. 'Cause
Okay.
Oh,
You guys have a royal letter meant for the hands of Baron Gridiron. What do you do?
but we don't. We know where he lives. We don't know where he lives. Baroness doesn't know
I
where.
know the
Baroness
general
would-
area.
Yeah, Baroness Wood. The Baron.
Are we?
Gridiron.
Are we in the general area?
Yes. So you are within the lands of Candriff. This is the kind of I forget what it's called, but like the feudal lord area where a baron holds a set of land. Baron Gridiron holds Candriff, and then
Okay.
you would know, Baroness, that if you keep following the main road and across to the different wayposts, that you want to get to the main town of Camendorn, or Camden for short.
Do we have to? Like,
You
I
don't
know
have
where
to.
to go, but I don't like his daughter, and like, she's really rude to me at the last banquet. So,
But if he chooses to disregard the letter, how much bad will come upon him and his daughter?
If I may, having dealt with
Exactly.
messages like these before, I say we stitch it into your cloak so it cannot be found on our persons for now.
I'll stitch the arm skin to the inside of mine as well.
Jesus.
Good.
Not morbid at all.
Good.
Hey, I don't want to have it found either. Come on. It's a snack. It's a snack for my friends. It's
Do
fine.
you have a needle?
I would say one of you have a needle of sorts to stitch it. I say you go ahead, you stitch it to
Okay.
your.
No shovels, but
No,
fancy
no.
needle and
Hey,
thread for
hey.
on the
I do not have
roadside.
a needle and thread.
You always need while traveling
Traveling
for patching
kit.
clothes.
Yes, I got
A
lots of
shovel
bugs to
isn't
take care of
exactly
dead things.
compactable.
Right.
We didn't get that till like World War One.
I'm definitely not sewing with my longsword.
Shink. Sh-
I have lock picks, but I don't think those will work.
Oh, I think it'd be perfect.
So who's holding the letter?
How far, DM,
Let's go.
Great One, how far are we from the king?
The king?
Yeah.
Far. You
Far?
are far. You are at
No.
least 4 tides away.
Can we send an owl with a message?
You could certainly try.
A bug? Let's send a bug with a message. Scare a beetle away.
With the tiny scroll on a leg.
I'll take some time to make a little lasso that wraps around one of those.
Yep.
It can dangle a small
Perfect.
rolled up piece of parchment stuck in it.
You
Go,
could-
and it'll go, hey, but
what about a swallow? Maybe you could put it to a swallow.
Heavily laden swallow.
Heavily laden.
What is the
Are there any
speed of a
coconuts?
what is the speed of a heavily laden swallow though? Is it fast enough to get to the king in
Let's
time?
find out. We'll find
Okay.
out.
With
Um,
8 minutes
African or
left.
European.
All right.
All right, guys. I know
King's
where to
Far.
go.
Let's-
Let me.
Yes.
We're gonna need to change into nicer clothes. He's really picky about that. So let me change into my nice clothes. Will you guys sew the creepy dead things into your clothes? And we will hit the road. I know exactly where we're going. Right down. We have to go into. We have to follow the signs, and we have to go into the main town. Camden's right up here.
I'll buff my armor
I'm very sorry about your
with
boyfriend.
moss.
Oh, I didn't even like him. It's fine.
Don't worry. He didn't
Thank
like
you, though.
either.
I'm going to look at Armand like, okay.
All right, so
Walk off together. Like,
feed the pony and
Like-
let's go.
start pushing you. Just don't, dude. Just
Okay.
don't. Come on, let's go.
As you
Who's
guys,
got the letter? Armand
Oh, yeah.
or Baroness?
Not Baroness said it.
All right, I have it.
And it's sewn
Put on
into-
my fine clothes with my signet ring. I take the stupid letter and shove it down in there somewhere.
Okay, so you all make yourselves look much finer, more fine, the finest.
The
as
finest.
You continue forward, and it is still a little ways away, so about an hour's travel. You guys walk upon the road, still leading your pony forward. You've been following the waypost up until this point, where you come to a intersection of 5 different paths, with yours included. 3 of them are slightly larger, being one large one to your front left, one large one to your front right, and then the largest is the one you came upon to your backside, and then 2 more off in a horizontal perpendicular to your path currently.
Do we still see the tracks from?
Other people and yeah, like there's still
Well, because like the tracks that we saw from that track making device, cart,
the cart.
wagon, the wagon.
The Trackmaker 1000
Track
for sale
Maker
for only
1000.
$99.99.
Can I roll perception to remember which way I went last time?
Sure, make a perception check.
I love it. Trackmaker. That needs to be added to gnome inventory
it's- yeah,
as
it's-
like a
Yes.
tinkering device.
Exactly.
Send off a
24.
little robot.
24.
16 plus 8.
Okay. And also, sadly, John, I have to be a time Nazi as I have to get back to work. I've got somewhere I gotta go.
Work.
Yeah, I know. It's for that fundraiser I told you about.
Worthy cause.
Yes. Very.
Baroness, as you look around and try and remember where you went prior to this point, and you're getting closer to the intersection of this, you definitely remember there being a waypost here. There was a waypost here. There is a waypost here, or at least part of one. As you get to the intersection between the 2 largest of paths, you just see a nubbin of where the base of the waypost is, and then the shattered top of it, as it's just completely missing. As in
How
this,
recent?
make a nature check.
Are there any trees around for cover at the moment?
Tons of trees.
Yeah.
Don't run away again.
Don't leave us.
That's a dirty 20.
I can't help my apocalyptic visions.
Oh, damn, there he goes
Oh,
again.
sorry. That was a natural 20.
Natural
Ooh.
20.
Nice.
You can tell exactly when it was broken. It seems like it was broken almost a month ago.
Was there a date on the letter?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been
1 month.
Yeah, for roughly about a month-ish prior. So probably about would have started. Would have heard about it. I'm trying to think about how long travel takes now. Unladen swallow. Never only swallow. Yeah, I
Over the
think
edge.
like 35 days. 35 days ago.
Maybe they broke this to send the guy the wrong way.
Baroness Incini, you hear in the distance a whistling sound.
I was gonna
As
say,
you-
I don't hear anything.
Yeah,
I don't
Yeah,
want
it-
to
it kinda-
Yeah, stupid Mike. But you hear a high-pitched whistling sound as it's getting closer and closer until thunk, right at your feet an arrow reverberates. The arrow itself is made out of this black and white spindly like material with 4 different pieces jutting out from the same material at the ends as fletching. As it vibrates there from the impact, you hear a voice call from the forest around. There we go. A voice croaks from the path to your front right, saying, "You come unwanted through our forest, sell swords. Drop all you have and leave the way you came, or stay and find a tomb where life thrives." And that is where we'll close for today. This one shot will
Very nice.
hopefully become a 2-shot in the near future when John needs me to do this again and I can bring all these nerds back again for another adventure. I'm so sorry, as usual. I tried
was
to
awesome.
warn you guys that I would never get it done all in one session. I'm
I know you're a little short on the double entendres.
I'm, what do you mean?
It felt like it wasn't normal Josh. Like, it just felt like reduced.
There's 2 of them
Penis.
behind him on his thing.
Well, that too. Yeah.
It's just my short swords.
Hey, is that a
Nice.
short joke?
Yes.
It's a
A
dwarf
tiny,
joke.
it's above average joke.
They all say that.
Thank you so much, everyone. You shut up,
Give-
Shift 7 up.
Giveaway?
No, I love you. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Giveaway?
Giveaway.
Oh, yeah.
Giveaway.
And we have the giveaway. The $10 giveaway to our gift shop. Yes, our
Are we
gift shop.
voting?
Of which proceeds from the gift shop go to St. Jude's.
Yes, I do.
Yes, thank
All
you
the
to
proceeds go to
hospital.
St. Jude's. Thank you so much to everyone who does get in on that merch store, whether from this $10 gift card or otherwise. Thank you so much. Yes, it's over for now, Pat Draws. We'll get another session in. We're on the dot of 6 o'clock. I gotta go. I've gotta go make money for people going through cancer. So yeah, you guys try and hate me on this.
Get her done.
Nobody hates you.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank
Nobody.
you for all
Just
Thank you,
of
Josh.
myself.
Thanks, Josh.
I love you all so much. Now, let's run that giveaway, please. Mystical Unicorn Painting.
Good luck, y'all.
And we're doing 5 different rolls for this, as usual. Necromantic DM is our first winner. Cine,
Nice.
you're going to be rolling for Necromantic. Next roller. Brungal is going to Armand. Next one. DM Dingbat is going to Baroness.
Roll for myself.
Oh, we
Oh,
could have entered.
Nice.
I entered.
And then Moose 2271 is going to Jandar. Okay, starting off with Cine, who has Necromantic.
Here we go.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
The 13.
13, but remember you can roll with advantage because they are a subscriber.
Nice.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, we're doing our usual rules.
11.
Oh.
13. 13.
13's the high. Next up, Armand.
Lucky.
Lucky number 13.
Oh.
That's right. All the
Oh.
luck.
Please
Uh-oh.
tell me Bruingal's a subscriber.
Brungal is a subscriber.
This is a good thing because that would have
Nice.
been really bad. That
What'd
was
you
a
Oh.
roll?
Oh,
one.
Oh.
What was your second roll?
18.
Hey!
Ah!
Brungal, you are in the lead currently. Next up, we have Baroness rolling for one hot feller. Yeah.
16.
16 and
18.
18!
Oh.
We
Rolling.
have tied for first between
Bring it
Brungal
on.
Roll off.
and DM Dingbat. Last but not least, DM Dingbat.
Ooh, which one am I rolling for? Moose?
2271, also a subscriber.
Oh, so close. That was a 2 on the first one.
Okay,
Oh.
okay.
Second one, well, it was a natural 20 and then it rolled. Sorry.
What'd you get?
Second one, a 2 again. Sorry,
Oh, Moose,
Double twos.
I'm sorry. It is now back down to a roll-off, a single roll between Antiquitous and that of Honeybee Crafter.
Dun, dun, dun.
Da-da-ba!
Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
What'd you-
15.
15
Oh.
for DM Dingbat.
11.
11! DM Dingbat, one of our players!
Winners.
Woo, ding dong.
Thank you so much, DM Dingbat.
Sorry, Brungal.
Wins as being in on this one shot, as well as winning into giving money to charity. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you so much for everyone coming out and being absolutely lovely.
Thank you, Josh, for running this.
Hey!
Thank you,
Thanks,
guys.
Thank you,
everyone.
Josh.
So-
That was
oh,
so
yeah.
much fun.
I was
Thanks,
like,
everybody.
I was like, wow, DM Dingbat
hit
was
the-
like,
hit the
I won,
button.
I'm out.
Peace.
On for being the voice from beyond.
Thanks,
And
everybody.
yeah, thank
Just
you so
like
much,
that.
John, for being incredible and amazing and around
Wherever
and
you are.
working on
Great job tonight, guys. You were
Like that.
all
Oh my
awesome.
God.
Fantastically done. Thank you so
Yay.
much. Thank you, Josh, for a great job DMing. Yes, the voice speaks.
We all made it.
That's how it's done, Josh.
now.
That's how it's done,
Gosh.
Josh.
Okay. Thank you so
And
much,
if you
everyone. We
aren't
are.
following
I
yet-
can't. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah. If you're not following, click that
Oh.
follow. If you're not subscribed, get your butt on the subscription train so you can see more creamy webs from this stream.
Oh my
If
God.
you want
Why?
to be a subscriber and you have Amazonian Prime, you can get it for free-zo. And then if you're not still, come on, your subscription subscribed. We have one, or unsubscribed, or past subscription. We have one questione for you. What
are you doing, Josh?
Yeah.
Josh?
Amanda, if you would like to raid someone, since I cannot do it,
Nice.
let's raid someone, and then we are outie without a doubty.
Thanks for joining
Thanks,
us.
Josh. Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you all.
Yeah.
Thank you for the heals.
Thanks
Have a good
for
night.
Saving my butt
watching.
so I didn't die again.
Are we
You're
awesome.
awesome.
Are we rating?
I got
Are
bugs
we
for
not
that.
Rating? Yeah, we're rating. Hey, Guild Superior. Amanda's the freaking
That's right.
best. Thank you, Amanda, so much. We're rating. Oh, yeah, she literally told me 6 minutes ago, and I didn't even look. I'm a dingus. Okay, we just rated.
That was
Cool.
fun.